Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, chat, what's up, what's up, what's up? Ryo, what's up? Chadu, what's up? Peter, what's up? Mattia, what's up? Jump Rider, what's up? AI, what's up? All right, guys, all right, we are back. All right, let's get the intro music turned down a little bit. How's it going, everybody? It's good to be back. I hope that you guys are doing good today. I hope that you guys are making progress. And what a great time to be alive, guys. Kimi K3, chat, what are you guys thinking about it? I'm going to share my thoughts in a minute, but Kimi K3, I'm going to be using it today, okay? I am expecting Claude Opus 5 to drop either this week or next, and I think that that is going to be a huge model. Abby Shines, what's up? Sick Pancake, what's up? But, okay, one thing with Kimi, okay? This is just my personal issue with Kimi right now, okay? And I think a lot of people have been talking about this. There's actually some rumors going around that potentially the US government is going to put a ban on it. Let's see them ban an open source model. I don't know how they're going to do that. But so check this out, guys. So with Kimi, okay, this is really like when I've been working off stream and stuff, this is my biggest issue with Kimi, guys. And I talked about this in my recent video. But look at this, 21 tokens per second. Come on. 21 tokens per second. What is this, 2023? What is this, 2023? 21 tokens per second? Nah, I don't know. I mean, they just don't have the compute to be able to serve the model. So Tyler Smith said rip Fable 5. Why rip Fable 5? Wait for GLON 5.5. Yeah, so I think that GLON 5.5 is also going to be a big model, but we'll see, right? But definitely with Kimi, it's an amazing model, right? And I actually, I recently made a video, and in that video, right, it actually created the best output for like this front-end website, right? It does an incredible job with front-end design, but the problem is it took 90 minutes to actually create that design, right? So even if a model is super good at design, I would literally rather use a model that I can iterate quickly with rather than wait so long. So I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think. Somebody said, oh yeah, Gemini 3.6 Flash. Yeah, so we could get Gemini 3.6 Flash today as well. But hold on. Let me get the chill music on and we'll kind of lock in here. But yeah, I mean, it's been a interesting week. Hold up. All right, there we go. All right, so it's been an interesting week, guys. Gemini 3.5 Pro is never going to come out. Yeah, so Gemini 3.6 Flash, is it out, guys? I don't think it's out. Robot, what's up? I don't think it's out. Quen 3.8 at $6. Okay, here's the thing, guys. So I did see that, the whole Quen 3.8 thing, but I haven't tested it, and there's a reason I haven't tested it. Okay, they released it on, what was it, a Sunday? And they didn't even put it in Open Router. That is not like, okay, so this is what they said. This was released 2 days ago, and they said it's launching and going open weight soon. This released on a Sunday, okay? And I'm pretty sure this is only available in their web UI. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna release a model and it's good, you're probably not gonna drop it on a Sunday, and you're probably gonna release it in Open Router. Like when these companies drop a model like this, it kind of is a huge turn off to me. Gemini 3.6 and Gemini 3.5 Flash are out and they're garbage. Well, they're not out yet, right? Like they're not on Open Router yet or anything, right? I don't think they're out quite yet. But guys, check this out. This is one thing that we're going to be working on today. You can see that we have a bomb up. We're going to be doing a sprint for the next 53 minutes. And this is something that I'm going to focus in on today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to make a demo video on it, and I'm going to release it tomorrow. The Gato, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Future AGI said it's actually worth taking a look at. What is, oh, Quen 3.8? Okay. Okay, Ego said Gemini 3.6 Flash released right now. Hold up, is that true? Is that true, chat? Can anybody confirm that? Gemini 3.0, oh, it's on the website. It's out on Google. It's out on Google Living Room PC. What's up, man? All right, hold up. People are saying that this model is out right now, guys. Hold up. They're saying it's out. I don't see it in anti-gravity yet, but I also have to update. Hold on. Gemini 3.6 Flash just dropped, guys. Okay, it's in AI Studio. Okay, let's go check over AI Studio and see what we got there. AI Studio. All right, people are saying that it's out. Let's go check this out. I mean, Gemini 3.6 Flash, Google cannot get their... They cannot get it together. Hold on, let's see here, though. right, so this is Google AI Studio. Let's see if we can find it here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah, it's out. It's out, guys. This just dropped. Okay. All right, dang. All right. I think they waited for the BridgeBench Live to drop it. I don't know. Okay. Our latest model that balances speed with intelligence delivers strong performance in agentic and multimodal tasks. Dang, we really got through Gemini 3.6 before we got Gemini 3.5 Pro. Yeah, this is just out now. Ansi, what's up, man? How's it going? Let's see this though. Do you guys want to test this on? Let's just do a quick test here. I want you. Hold on, I have 2 voice-to-text tools launched. That's not going to work out well. All right, let's quit Whisperflow. All right, we'll see here, guys. Let's test it. What do you guys want to test on? Do you guys want to do the first-person shooter game test real quick? I want you to create a first-person shooter game in a single HTML file that uses Three.js. I want to be able to navigate a map and fight off waves of enemies. I should have an RPG and an AR-15. Yeah, well, the Flash models are never good. Never just meaning like, I mean, they're typically not good. But the thing is that this is the best. This is better than their existing Pro model right now. So let's just see how fast it is, and we'll kind of go from there. But I don't know. I'm not really expecting much right now, to be honest with you. So if you go over here, it did just drop in AI Studio. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and let people know on X, but I mean, how fast is it? I'm pretty sure it's like literally insanely fast, right? Still not done. Let's see. Let's see what they do. Okay. I mean, it is already done. That's decently fast. Yeah, so I mean, guys, here's my thoughts, right? It's like this model doesn't make any sense to me. Why are we getting, so Gemini 3.6 Flash just dropped in Google AI Studio. We really got 3.6 Flash before Gemini 3.5 Pro. What is Google doing? Like, I feel like they're kind of fumbling the bag right now, to be honest with you. If you guys have X, I'm gonna drop this if you guys have any questions or anything. But I mean, that's crazy to me. We're literally getting Gemini 3.6 Flash before we're getting Gemini 3.5 Pro. That does not make any sense. So I think that 3.5 Pro is so bad. Yeah, the thinking level is medium. That's fine. That was just what we can set it to high and do the same thing, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's see what we get with this. I'm gonna go over to an HTML renderer real quick. All right, let's see what we got. All right, hold on. Let's put the Vive goggles on. All right, guys, W or L in the chat. Let's see what we got. I was not expecting that we would get this as soon as it dropped, as soon as the stream started. All right, Wave Defense. Let's see what we got from, this is Gemini 3.6 Flash. This just dropped. Let me know in the chat, W or L. All right, W or L, guys. All right, so here's the enemies, guys. What do you think of the enemies? What are these, just squares? Wow, amazing graphics, right, chat? What are they doing? What is Google doing? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I mean, this is probably one of the worst outputs we've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Just absolutely no effort in graphics or anything. They're just like, red square. That's crazy to me. All right, what about the, hold on, can I go to the RPG? All right. Oh my gosh. I don't know. The Gato Meow said I can't find a bigger L. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Like, it's, I mean, I'm just surprised, like, why do they keep dropping new Flash models? This does not make any sense to me, guys. No, this makes no sense. It's so bad. All right. Yeah, all the functionality does work. Yeah, that is true. I mean, we've had models before where, you know, it'll not even like get it working, right? So I mean, it did get it working. Let's see if it's in anti-gravity yet. We'll see if it's in anti-gravity. Dead asked what generated this. This was Gemini 3.6 Flash. It was Gemini 3.6 Flash. So Hold up, I left that up. It's still not out yet, I don't think, in anti-gravity. Does anybody still use anti-gravity, like in their workflow and stuff? Anybody in the chat use anti-gravity? Speed 100 points, quality 20 out of 100. Yeah, it's not that great. So they have, it's not an anti-gravity yet, but it's in the Google AI Studio. But that doesn't make any sense. Why are they giving us Flash models before Pro models? They literally like just cannot figure this out. But all right, guys. So this is BridgeSwarm. A lot of you guys are familiar with BridgeSwarm. Okay, I don't use it a ton personally. And the reason is that we have to like kind of refocus in a little bit and really make this better. I think it has a ton of potential, especially with orchestrating between like different models, because in my opinion, like everybody wants to use their subscriptions, right? You want to be able to be subsidized the most. And like if you look at this, so we have a, what even is this? I think I launched a Claude Code coordinator. Like we can just go to the terminals behind the scenes, but how this works, okay, is they work together in this like swarm board. So you have a coordinator that will coordinate with the builder agents, okay? So this one over here on the left, this is the coordinator, and they'll send messages back and forth. So if we go back here, right, and we go to the chat, you can literally see that like, okay, builder 1 is messaging coordinator 1, and it's saying, hey, this task, we're currently reviewing it, and we created this, and like that's kind of how it works now, right? But I think that this has a ton of potential, especially with working with it and being able to, let's say that you had Fable 5 that was orchestrating a bunch of Grok 4.5 agents. So you can see that this agent did just send a message back to the coordinator. So it has a lot of potential in my opinion, and I want to grind on this for about 45 minutes. Is that a visualization of Teams agent? No, this is like a custom built swarm system. So, I mean, I think that what's getting like very, very common is that, hey, people are using smarter models to coordinate less smarter models, and they'll get further. Like they'll use Fable 5 and they'll use Fable 5 to coordinate a bunch of Grok 4.5 agents, right? But let's lock in for a little bit. This is what BridgeBench should focus on. This is the uniqueness and a lot of potential. Okay, yeah, I totally agree with that, ASJ. I totally agree with that. That's what Superpowers does in the Claude Code world. So look at that. So the coordinator just messaged the builder. So I want to test this. Like one of the biggest things is with the harness. I feel like the harness needs to be sped up a little bit because, so this is the active like goals and tasks, right? So you can see task 1 was completed, task 2 was completed, and task 3 is currently being worked on. This has been improved a lot. Like if you guys look at this, it looks good. But I don't work on it enough. So I just want to take the next 45 minutes and we're going to refocus on this a little bit. So the first things first, if we go to like this right here, right? I think that we really need to make this just like much simpler. Opinions on Kimi K3. It's good. It's a bit slow to use in a workflow. You know, I've tested it and I've been using it, but the problem is it's like, if you're running at 20 tokens per second, like I said, you know, this is not 2023 anymore. Time to test 3.6 flash. I don't think that I think it's only in, it's currently only in AI Studio, I believe. It's only in AI Studio. So it's going to take a couple minutes for them to roll this out. Do we have any, could you guys let me know if we get any like real announcements or anything? Because I am not sure. I don't see anything from Google yet. Do you guys see anything from Google? Did they make any announcements yet? It's also in the Gemini app. It's on Vertex and AI Studio. Gemini API works as well. Test Qwen 3.8 preview. It's literally only in the web UI. I'm not super, as soon as they drop it on OpenRouter, you know, when these companies, when they release the models and they don't drop it like publicly where people can actually use it, it's always a little bit surprising, right? It kind of is a little bit telling about the model of like, hey, if you're not dropping your model on OpenRouter and you're letting everybody know about it on a Sunday, then it probably isn't that good, to be completely honest with you. They have the Qwen plan. Is that where you can use it? Can you use like open code? Okay, people are saying that's on the anti-gravity CLI. So hold on, let's go back over to anti-gravity here. Let's see. Let's just restart this. Hold on, I'm gonna quit and then restart. And this isn't the CLI, but yeah, I mean, just keep in mind, guys, Gemini 3.6 Flash, this is not going to be a hype model. There's not going to be a bunch of hype with this model. It's still not in anti-gravity. yet. I think it's available on the Alibaba clothing plan. Quinn is just not just in the web chat, also in the plan, not just OpenRouter. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's very interesting to see what these companies are doing. It seems like they are they're basically like trying to get people to buy their plans. I don't know if you guys saw what they did with Kimi K3, but basically, okay, now it's in the anti-gravity IDE. I'm still not seeing it, guys. It's not available on my end yet. Let's check for more updates. Let's see. No updates available. Yeah, I still don't have access to it. I don't have access yet. It's available in the CLI. Okay, let me see if it's available in the CLI for me. I'll go over here and see. AGY. Let's see. Okay, people are saying that it's in the anti-gravity CLI. All right. I hate how they just like leak your email on that. Hold on, that's why I don't want to show it. Still not in the CLI for me. I need you to update my anti-gravity CLI to the latest version. Okay, I'll see if we can get this tested, guys. We'll see what we have, but not super high hopes. Qwen 3.8 is actually very good at front end. Man, I had no idea that it was, I mean, I saw that one guy that does the models, it's Bijan. He does a really good job, I think, of testing the models. I did watch his review, and I saw one of the outputs. It was like the GTA City. I'm sure that a lot of you guys saw that one as well. He does a great job with the model reviews. If you got, his name's like Bijan, I think. But he does a great job, and I saw something that he produced, and it just wasn't, I mean, his testing is a little bit more like single HTML file based, and he does some like, he even does cool tests where he'll like have it print out things on like a 3D printer. I think that guy is so cool. Yeah, he's really cool. Bijan's awesome. So, you know, I saw a test from him and I wasn't super impressed with the output, but I mean, I could buy a Qwen plan if you guys want to see me test that today as well. Owen, Qwen is on the Alibaba coding plan. Okay, looks like a lot of you guys want me to test this. Let me see. Alibaba. I mean, why? I just don't understand. Why are you not putting on OpenRouter? If you want anybody to take you seriously, like, why are you not putting on OpenRouter? It does not make any sense to me. All right, let's go over here. All right, so check this out. There's a couple things that I want to do with, hold on, this is just a test. But if we go next here, watch this, guys. So on this step, okay, you can click this here and you can select which CLI you want to choose from, right? So there's a couple changes that we need to make here just for like, kind of like UX sake, right? So I'm just going to screenshot this real quick, and we need to make this a lot easier. Well, I'm going to take a couple screenshots. All right, let's go back over here. And I am going to use Fable 5. I mean, Fable 5 is still my go-to. I think it's very hard to replace that model for sure. Let's drop this in. I need you to review this BridgeSwarm wizard page, and note that we need a way for users to set all of their agents to a particular CLI. Also note that you can remove bridge code, and I also want you to add in Kimi Code as an agent to BridgeSpace. Review Kimi Code and learn how to launch it with the Kimi, I don't want this to misspell it, yeah, with the Kimi, to launch Kimi Code. But let's get Kimi Code added, review this in complete depth, and help me improve the design of the BridgeSwarm wizard so that users are able to easily change all of their agents to a singular provider, or have, you know, add a search bar on that drop down so they can search which agent they want respectively. But review the screenshots and then help me improve the UX respectively. All right, I'm going to submit this. Fable 5, definitely still top with a lot of the web dev and like just design in general. The only thing is that, like, hey, when you're looking at Kimi K3, I have a very hard time using Kimi K3 because of the speeds. As soon as they fix the speed issue, it's going to fix it. To be honest, 3.6 Flash front end is not that bad, but not better than other recent models either. Okay, let me see if I can get that in AGY now. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, I was not expecting. I mean, I saw a couple things on X about it dropping. Looks like they've had a lot of updates to it. Let me just get it launched here, and we can do some tests. All right, model. I still don't see it. And oh, is it because I guess I have Google AI Pro. I have a Pro plan. I don't know, guys. I still don't see it. Google AI Pro. You guys have it? Is it in cursor yet? Why do they not just immediately drop this stuff on? They need to drop it on Open Router. Kimi K3 seems faster on the Pi harness. Potentially, it does depend on the harness, but I mean, it's definitely an interesting. I mean, like, let's take, for example, like, let's just go to the BridgeMine UI website. I need you to do a review of the home page and think through how we can improve the design of this home page. First, do a review and then output a structured list of potential improvements that we can make to that landing page. I bought a max plan with Claude Code. This is amazing. Yeah, the JG, are you new to vibe coding, bro? Mr. Mania said, I have a pro plan, but I don't have it either on anti-gravity. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know I had a plan, to be honest with you. But I guess I do. Did I get the OpenAI Stream Deck thing? So I haven't received it yet. I did buy it, but I haven't received it yet in the mail. But I did purchase one. I don't. Hold on. All right, hold on. I just accidentally switched over to my phone. Okay. But yeah, I think that Anthropic is gonna really need to release. They're gonna need to drop Claude Opus 5, and it's gonna need to be much cheaper. It's gonna need to be much faster, because if it's not, I mean, you guys can see with Kimi K3, who in the chat is using Kimi K3 as their main model? Anybody in the chat? ASJ said it would be nice to have a resume choice from the get-go that selects the file that was saved for that context reforms, don't you think? Not sure if that's even doable. That's a great idea, ASJ. Let's see if that's possible. I'm gonna launch Fable on this. And the biggest thing about Fable, and I'm actually just going to CD into BridgeSwarm. The best part about Fable, it is the one-shot king. Like, I don't think that, it is literally the undisputed one-shot king. This thing can one-shot like crazy. I need you to review this user's request and identify if this can be done. Review this, and if it can be done, create a structured plan to build this functionality respectively. Kimi K3 ban when? Yeah, that's what a lot of people are talking about right now. There's potentially going to be a ban on Kimi K3. I mean, a lot of people as immediately as those rumors started to circulate around, right? People were like, well, you can't ban an open source model. Yes, you can, because nobody is going to be downloading Kimi K3 like the actual full version. You're going to be able to download a quantized version, but you're not going to be able to download and use Kimi K3 unless you have a data center, right? So there are only certain companies that can actually serve that. Do you know if Fable is coming to anti-gravity and what IDE to use that has a subperiod or whatever? Fable isn't going to come to anti-gravity. I don't think that they're going to include it. Somebody just said you literally just use a VPN. That is true. Even if it's banned, it will be super easy to bypass. That's a good point. But let me see if I can get this Kimi plan. People are saying, or not Kimi, sorry, Quen 3.8. It's on the Alibaba coding plan. I've never used Alibaba coding plan, but Alibaba coding plan. Let me see if I can find this. People are saying that's like $6. Alibaba Cloud. I don't think that's it. Oh wait, no, I guess that is it. All right, so it's this $6 plan. Token plan from $6 a month. All right, so this is what people are talking about right now. So Quen 3.8. I mean, I think it's so dumb that they don't just drop it on OpenRouter. They're doing that for a reason. All right, build more, spend less. All right, so these are their plans. Right now, the light plan is $8 a month. I bet you're going to get absolutely zero usage on that, to be honest with you. But apparently you can get Quen 3.8 with this. I don't know. Do you guys want to see me try this out or what? Future AGI said that usage is good. Quen is brilliant. What's your prediction for how good models will be by December? Well, the thing is that we are going to get the next like big iterations. I think that GPT-6 is going to be a massive jump. Okay, GPT-6. I'm very much looking forward to GPT-6. I think that Google is being slept on right now. You know, obviously they released a model today, but all right, let me just buy this light plan so we can test Quen 3.8 today. But yeah, I'm gonna sign up right now. I got you guys. I'm gonna sign up right now. See what I can do. Signing up. I'm gonna get the $8, or I guess it's the $6 plan. But right, let me get in here, guys. See what we can do. And then I probably will make a review video on it. Sorry about yesterday. So I was gonna stream yesterday, but I've been working a little bit more on like creating content and stuff. That's at this stage with where BridgeBench's at, that is very, very important. So I was making some content, and also, guys, you'll be proud of me. I went on a 30-mile bike ride yesterday. I went for 30 miles on the bike. If anybody in here is like does triathlons and stuff, I'm training for triathlons right now, and I went for 30 miles yesterday. It was very, very nice. All right, astronaut. Oh my gosh, it thinks I'm a robot. Okay, astronaut. Rose. Why am I failing this verification? Oh, please connect them. Okay. Turtle. Balloon. Car. Ladybug. Okay. All right, so here's the front end design. We'll see what Kimi K3 is able to do today. 30 miles is good. How's your swimming? The swimming's pretty good too. Right now the swimming, I'm doing about, I'm only doing like 500 yards at a time. My swimming is definitely my weakest though. It's just like it's the hardest thing to do, to be honest with you, because I have to like go all the way to the gym and stuff. But I did like a cold plunge and stuff this morning. I'm really trying to get everything up. All right, hold on here. All right, hold on, guys. I'm getting the Quen 3.8 plan so I can test it. I'll do the initial test here, and then I'll probably make a review video on it. I had no idea that you could even use this with the plan. Quen 3.8 is massively subsidized, 10x usage on all their plans. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, well, let's test it, guys. Let's test it. No. Yes, you can steal my data. That's fine. Okay, I think I got it. Personal account. Okay. All right, Quen 3.8, guys. Get the $20 plan. I'm gonna start out with the $6 plan, and then we'll go from there. We'll just kind of see what we can get. Quen 3.8. I mean, Quen in general is like, I mean, isn't Alibaba like the leading Chinese company right now? I guess it's Kimi K3, but we don't have any benchmarks or anything, which is surprising. Like, that's honestly why I didn't test it, because if a company doesn't even like, if they don't put out benchmarks and they like drop their model on a freaking Sunday, that's not a super like telling sign to me that this model is like good. If you guys looked at like the Kimi drop, right? Hey, they dropped it, right? And they literally like, it was in subscriptions like that same day. You know what I mean? Like, it was in subscriptions, it was on OpenRouter, everything was available. And I'm just saying, like, hey, if you don't drop your model on OpenRouter, that's not a super good sign that this is the best model in the world, right? Or like that this is even a good model at all. So with Quen 3.8, I'm a little bit, people in the chat are telling me that it's good. We're gonna test it right now. Okay, I got my account, start free trial. Oh, they do have a free trial, wow. Let's just get the token plan at $6 a month, that's fine. You know what? Just for you guys, I'm gonna go with the standard plan. Okay, we're gonna go the $20 plan. All right, we're on $20. We're a big spender. All right. All right. All right. All right. I bought it. All right, I bought it, guys. I bought it. I bought it. They're changing it daily. Okay. Okay, shout out to Future AGI over on Twitch. He actually is the one that peer pressured me into trying this out. He's saying over on Twitch, he's saying that it's really good. He's saying that it's really good. So we'll try it. Maybe he's from the Alibaba team. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see here. I gotta get an API key. All right, so quick question. Future AGI, how do I actually test this though? How do I test this? Do I have to just generate an API key, I'm assuming? Plan specific key. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, also, do you guys want me to see this? They update it often, Peter said. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have my API key. Let's just test it in open code, honestly. Hold on, let's do open code. Let's create a new workspace, and let's go over here, and let's just go to desktop real quick, and then let's just launch 4 of these. And then we'll do open code. It's very slow. There's Quen code. Yeah, we'll do the, yeah, somebody said another black screen horror game. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We'll give it a chance. All right, models. So Quen, hold on, is it Alibaba? Alibaba. How do I test this on Is it Quen? Does Open Code have this? When do you think Gemini 3.5 Pro will be live? I mean, they just continue to push this back. They just dropped Gemini 3.6 Flash. Yeah, they did just drop Gemini 3.6 Flash. We're going to be testing a couple models today, guys. Gemini 3.6 Flash is one of them. It's already live in the AI Studio. But honestly, guys, I'm not like super... This is not a model that I'm like super excited for, to be honest. Gemini 3.6 Flash... I mean, what is this? It's another goofy. Okay, connect. People are saying do /connect. Okay, let me do /connect. All right, connect a provider. Oh, okay. Thank you. And then is it just Alibaba, I'm assuming? Do you guys know which one it is? Okay, chat, look at this. Which one is it? Is it Alibaba? Is it the Alibaba token plan or coding plan? I just bought a plan, right? So do you guys know what it is? Was Fable 5.1 real? I'm not sure. It's okay. Use Quen token plan. Okay, people are saying use the token plan. Okay. Quen Code? I do have Quen Code, but okay. Okay, people are saying that's a token plan. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, let me put in my API key. All right, super sensitive API key here. All right, Quen 3.8 max. We're gonna put an extra high. Okay. All right, we do have it. All right, super sensitive on my API key, but just sorry, you guys couldn't see it, but there we go. All right, I did paste in my API key. All right, let's do model, switch model, and then I'll just do Quen 3.8 max. Nah, this one's still, okay. Let's test this one. I want to test it on the horror game first, guys. What directory am I in? I'm on my desktop. I want you to create a new directory on my desktop called Quen 3.8 tests. All right, perfect. All right, choose Alibaba and you'll have, okay. All right, free AI for all, yeah. Some people call me the token pimp. I don't know how I feel about that, but all right. Oh, wow. All right, let's test it first on the, I want to test it on the horror game prompt. You guys are pretty familiar with that one, but let's test on this horror game prompt, and then we'll see. And we have to work on BridgeSwarm, but let's just do some model tests for a little bit. Yeah, let's do the horror game first. All right. So I'm pretty sure that this is it. Test prompts here on BridgeBench. Okay. So if you guys want to check out some of the prompts that we're going to test, it's over on BridgeBench. Okay. Let me just grab this real quick, and it's the horror game. It's going to be this one down here. All right, this one. And we can test the same thing on Gemini 3.6 Flash. I just don't know if that's out yet. All right, let's drop this. I now want you to create a subdirectory called horror game and build the horror game in that directory. Do the soccer game. I think that's somebody in the chat, like in the Discord, they were the ones that built that. I'm excited for DeepSeek V4 GA cheap. Yeah, I'm not a big DeepSeek fan personally. Can I full screen? Yeah, here's full screen. So this is gonna be Quen. Okay, this is Quen, and we'll just see what it's able to do. But again, thank you for the jewels. Appreciate it. I think it would be useful to have a collapse or plus button in test prompts. Yeah, I agree. Okay, somebody said that Gemini 3.6 is now live in anti-gravity. Let's go see if that's true. Thank you, by the way, guys. It's good to be back. It's good to be with you guys. Okay, yep. All right. So we do have Gemini 3.6 Flash with the horror game. So let's do this. I want you to create a new subdirectory in this project called Gemini 3.6 Flash Horror. All right, let's see what we got here. Do not reference any files, just create the directory respectively. All right, so we'll see here what this able to do. I was not impressed with the first-person shooter game test that we did at the very start. It's so funny. We literally got a drop. As soon as I went live, they drop it. I don't know. I don't know why that happened, but let's all right, let me see. All right, let me get this one. This one right here. right, so we'll test it here. And I now want you to create this horror game in that directory. Do not reference any other files. Okay. Harry said they're stream sniping. I think so, dude. All right, so let's just see how fast it is. I mean, it'll be an interesting one. Let's see what it does. And we also have Qwen 3.8, so we'll be able to compare Qwen 3.8 to Gemini 3.6 Flash. And honestly, like, I'm expecting that Gemini 3.6 Flash is probably going to be a little bit better. Or I think that it's going to be fast. I don't know. I mean, it's Google, right? It's like Google needs to up their game. They're falling behind big time. But hold on, guys. Oh my gosh. I literally hate it when people interrupt me on the stream. Like, people literally like that, you know me and stuff. I'm literally live on a stream and they just continue to call me, right? So it's just so frustrating. Like, I'm gonna have to take this, guys, because he's just gonna keep spam calling me. So just give me 1 second, I'll be right back. But just give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'll be right back. Sundar, what do you want? No, you gotta stop spam calling me. No, yes, I'm literally testing it right now in the horror game. I mean, I'm just calling out the obvious. Like, you know, you guys drop the model as soon as I go live. Like, I mean, if you could make it a little bit less obvious about, you know, the partnership and stuff, you know, that'd be cool. But, you know, if you keep spam calling me on stream, you know, the price is gonna go up, you know? I mean, do you... Yeah. Okay. 400,000? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can forgive you for 400,000, but like, you got to make it a little bit less obvious, Sundar. Okay, yep, I just received it. Okay, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you, but I gotta go. Okay, stop spam calling me on the stream. All right, Sundar. All right. I'll talk to you after the stream. Bye. All right, sorry about that, guys. That was actually my ex-wife. So annoying. But let's lock back in. All right. Is this done? How is this already done? Are you kidding me? Is it joking? Is this already done? Did it? Or did it only create the implementation plan? What? Wait, there's no possible way that it fixed it it did that fast. Did it fix? Did it cheat? All right, chat, you guys were watching it in 4K. Did it cheat? It copied the other one? Okay, be honest with me here. Did you cheat and did you look at the other horror game? Be honest. Yeah, I think it may have replicated. I think it replicated. There's no way that it built it that fast. All right, so it did do it. It did cheat. Okay, all right. We're going to have to try this again, all right? I literally told it not to. Literally, look at this. Look at this, chat. I now want you to create this horror game in the directory. Do not reference any other files. So this thing just does not literally do anything. I mean, I literally told it not to reference anything. So not off to a great start here. Where's Qwen 3.8 on this? Let's see. All right, Qwen 3.8 is looking pretty good here. It is dropping in files. Let's do one thing. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna start. Let's just go over here. And I'm gonna start a new, let's just make a new directory and just call this one Gemini 3.6, okay? And that's where we'll do these tests, okay? So let's pull back up anti-gravity, and I'm just gonna copy this exact prompt, okay? And we'll do a new conversation, and we'll go to new project. Do you guys remember when anti-gravity first dropped and everybody like, I mean, I remember people used to love anti-gravity, like when it first dropped, and then people started to realize that Gemini models kind of sucked. All right, Gemini 3.6. All right, here we go. All right, this time it won't cheat, hopefully. Thoughts on Flash 3.6 so far? We haven't really tested it yet, but here it is. All right, we'll see what it's able to do here, guys. The AI Renaissance said, I love the anti-gravity too. Yeah, Sundar's model is cheating, yeah. Yeah, they weren't getting unlimited Opus. I did have a friend of mine, if you guys remember NS, pretty cool guy. He's a little bit more like on the budget side, And he did tell me that he was using Opus 4.6 inside of anti-gravity. So a lot of people were using, I mean, I'm pretty sure you still do have access to Opus 4.6, right? Yeah, look at this. They still have that. All right, that's gonna be annoying. So they give you access to GPT OSS, Sonnet 4.6, Opus 4.6. I can't even believe that Gemini 3.1 Pro is still a model, to be completely honest with you. Where are the prompts? They're on BridgeBench, but they're kind of like hidden on BridgeBench. Flash 3.6 is a Grok 4 competitor, trust me. I don't know, Grok 4? Somebody said that the limits are a joke now. Okay. Here's Quen 3.8. Quen 3.8 is, I mean, how long has it been since we submitted that prompt? It's probably been like 10 minutes, right? And it's still working, so. Deva Code, what's up, bro? How are you doing? Quen design is really good, somebody just said. I mean, it is fast. That's the thing about these Flash models. Isn't 3.5 Flash was like 1,000 tokens per second or something crazy like that? Big week incoming? I'm not sure. We may get Claude Opus 4, Claude Opus 5, right? I know that a lot of people in the space, like Leo and there's another guy as well. They said like big week. I'm not sure. We'll see. They have the same information that we have. So, you know, on Polymarket, it looks like we're going to get Opus 5 this week or next. So it could be this week. That's a big week. It could be next week. I haven't heard anything for sure. Honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to be this week, to be completely honest with you guys. Next week is looking more likely. So we'll see. But a lot of people are saying that this week is going to be a big week with AI. I'm not sure. Obviously, we're getting 3.6 Flash right now, but we'll see. Flash 3.6 was 1,400 tokens per second for 20 minutes when it released, but then it went down. Oh, wow. Is it on OpenRouter? Let's see. Why did they not immediately drop these models in OpenRouter? Like, they should immediately drop the model in OpenRouter. That's insane to me. I trust Google for a big model release. What, this week? The AI winter is over. GLM next model coming soon. They're going to have to drop their next model soon because Kimi K3 is just absolutely destroying. Okay. All right, so how long was that? 2 minutes for 4,374 lines? Let's see. All right, this is the first results from Gemini 3.6. Okay, great work. I now need you to start the dev server and launch this in Google Chrome. Yeah, the new Gemini model did drop. Yes, it's already done, but this is nothing new. It's a very fast model. It's a very, very, very fast model. It's faster. I mean, let's see if we can find how fast 3.5 Flash was running on OpenRouter, but I'm sure it's over like 200 tokens per second. But the problem is that typically the design will not the design, but just the output isn't the best. Before we test it, let me just go over here, and I just want to see. Man, I guess Gemini 3.5 Flash is only running at 81 tokens per second on Google AI Studio, and then 91 tokens per second, which obviously is fast, but this is what I'm looking at. We have our first results here. I mean, this is 3.5 Flash. Let's see what it's got. Yeah, the bridge is flickering. Okay, this does kind of look cool. All right, I'm gonna make a video here so that I can post on X, but I did this last time and I think it got like a couple 100,000 views. So I think people like this. Big L already. Let's see. All right, this is the. I'm gonna move this. This is gonna go on X, guys. So let's lock in. All right, drop a W or L in the chat. What you guys think? Bridge Horror House. Let's go. All right, guys, this is the first output that we have from Gemini 3.6 Flash. This is the Bridge Horror House horror game. Oh my gosh, my ears. Hold up, my ears. Oh my gosh, make it stop. Oh my gosh. All right, what just happened? I literally just got deafened. Does this not even work? Hold on. This doesn't even work. I think, hold on, let me check if my ears are bleeding. Okay, only a little bit, but I don't even think I can play this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, here we finally got in. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so this is the horror house game. All right, let's see. All right, do you guys see this? I literally can't move past this wall. Do you guys see this opening? All right, look at this, guys. Do you see this opening right here? I can't move past this. I can't even move past this doorway right here. See how this is an opening? Yeah, I can't even get through this. I can't walk through this door. I can't get through this, guys. This is a massive L. This is awful. This is terrible. I literally, my ears are bleeding and I can't even walk through an open doorway. This is terrible. All right, I want to see L's in the chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is not good. Yikes. So, I mean, like, yeah, so Devacode said you can fix it fast. That's true. But, guys, I mean, who else's ears are bleeding, okay? If your ears are bleeding, drop a W in the chat. But, yeah, that was... Yeah, it was fast, but it's super fast at creating slop. Hold on. I want to watch this video back. Let's go over here. Hold on. I may post this on X. I'm not sure, but let's see. I want to watch this. Yeah, this model sucks, guys. Yeah, this model's not good, guys. You can already tell. We'll try it on more things, but I'm gonna post this. Yeah, this is not a good model, guys. This is not a good model. L's. I want to see L's in the chat. We'll test it more. But let's see. Let's see if we can. So here's what we'll do on this. Okay. I want you to note that the sound effects are terrible, and I can't walk through an open doorway when I'm trying to play the game. Would you review this and figure it out and fix this? Yeah, I mean, this is kind of to be expected, honestly, from Google. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I do want to make an X post real quick, guys. Yikes. I mean, oof. And that was Gemini 3.6 Flash. Somebody said Gemini 3.6 Flash is a good model, but we want Gemini 3.5 Pro. I don't know about that, guys. I mean, what are they doing? What is Google doing? I'm just surprised that they even release that model, because nobody wants Gemini 3. Nobody wants another Flash model. That's yikes. All right, hold on. I want to make a post on X real quick. Okay, that was actually a joke, but so I don't want to get community noted. Okay, Gemini 3.6 Flash is benchmax. It completely failed on the Bridge Horror House test. But I mean, bugs all over the place. I don't know exactly what I want to say, but yeah, this is Grok 4.5 is a lot better. Grok 4.5 is a lot better than this. We'll see what this is able to do. No, this is the second thing that we've tested. We tested the first person shooter game. I mean, guys, like when you test these models, right, you do get a pretty easy feel for these. Okay, you get a feel for them. 3.6 benchmarks. Hold on, where are the benchmarks? So, like, for example, this is what Kimi K3 was able to do on that. Okay, this was Kimi K3 on that same test that we just did. Watch this, guys. Oh, this was a one shot from Kimi. So this was the result from Kimi K3. Yeah. Nasser, the thing is that people don't want these, like, I mean, if you can't, like, produce output in, like, I don't know, it's not a good model. It's not a good model. Let's check Qwen 3.8. Okay, Qwen 3.8 is just about to be done, guys. It's just about to be done. Okay, on artificial analysis, it's the same as, wait, is it the same? Yeah, we just tested Gemini 3.6 Flash. It's not good. It's not a good one-shot model. Hold on, let me see this from Devacode real quick. Same score? No way. Okay, so it's more efficient and better quality than 3.5 Flash. All right, people are saying that it's out in artificial analysis already. Hold on, let's see. All right, artificial analysis. People are saying that it's out. All right, let's reset this. Hold on. All right, hold on here. All right, Gemini 3.5 Flash. I don't even want to release the... Oh, yeah, look at this. All right, so it's literally, it's look at this, guys. So Gemini 3.5 Flash, 70.1. Gemini 3.6 Flash, 69.2. And then Intelligence Index, it's the exact same. Yeah, why, I don't even know why they released this. Yikes. All right, Qwen 3.8 is done. So we're going to test Qwen 3.8, so it'll be really interesting. Honestly, guys, let's just test Qwen 3.8 right now. Let's just test this right now. I do want to see, I mean, Qwen 3.8, okay, great work. I now want you to start this in dev, and then I want you to launch it in Google Chrome so that I can test it. All right, people are saying that Qwen 3.8 Max has been improving day by day. Okay, a lot of people in the chat are saying a lot about 3.8. They're saying a lot about Qwen 3.8. So I'm actually excited to see this. And we built this in open code. I did purchase just like a $20 plan. I've never had a Qwen plan before, but this is the result. Okay, this is the result. And I just want to see... I mean, chat, what do you guys think? Should I even post this on X? Like, this model just... I mean, it's such bad output. I don't even know if I want to say anything because it's just complete garbage. All right, this is... Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me. All right, so this is the result from Qwen 3.8 Max. Yeah, so this was the output from Gemini 3.6 Flash. All right, guys, I'm just going to say this. Gemini 3.6 Flash is terrible. Why would Google even release this? We'll test it more, but here's the post. Yeah, I don't even know why Google even released that. It's the same. It's literally the same on... It performs the same. Like, I don't even understand. Hold on, I'm gonna let the Discord know that we at least tested it just before everybody gets too hype on that one. I don't even think they updated anything. All right, I just notified everybody. Okay, let's test Qwen 3.8 now. This is Qwen 3.8. All right, this is Qwen 3.8. Let's see what we have here. All right, let me know what you guys think. WRL in the chat, let me know. Hopefully this one doesn't cause my ears to bleed. I'm going to let you guys get full experience. Let's see what we got. Enter. Okay, my ears are not bleeding, thank goodness. All right, let's read the note. A note by the door. The front door will not budge. 3 brass keys. I hid them in the kitchen, the study, and the bedroom. If you're reading this, find them before he finds you. Do not let the dark take you. Okay. And this is Qwen 3.8 Max preview, guys. The design here is much better. I can actually walk through that door. The sound effects are very good. The design is very good. Whoa. Okay, this is actually a very good result from Qwen 3.8 Max, to be honest. I've never seen any of the models get like these candles like this. The candles are cool. All right, drop a W or L in the chat. What do you guys think? The lightning effect is cool. Go in this door. Okay. A growl rolls through the house. Okay, this is like low-key creepy. I don't see anything yet though, but I will say that the candles that it has and like the lighting is probably the creepiest that I've seen from any model. Like the lighting and like the paintings and like where everything is organized is just kind of creepy. Okay, here's the last note. I'm gonna pick this up. Torn journal page. The light hurts him. Hold your torch on his face and he burns, recoiling in nothing, but only for a moment. He always comes back. Keep spare cells close. The battery dies faster when you build the beam incident. Okay, the only thing that we haven't seen so far is we haven't actually seen the ghost yet. Okay. Okay, there it is right there. I mean, I couldn't even stop him. So on that one. I think Kimi did a better job. Yeah, I don't know. I think Kimi did a better job. This is definitely better than Gemini 3.6 Flash, which we couldn't even really use. But I don't know, guys. L for the jump scare, yeah, not bad, that's for sure. So like, I don't know, it's decent. It's decent. I would say not on the same level. Better than Grok, yes. Better than Grok. It didn't have any like bugs and stuff. So try the front end UI web design prompt. Okay. We can do that. Let's do that one. All right, hold on. Let's get the vibe music back on. Check usage. I don't know how to check my usage in OpenCode, but I can see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm not sure why Google would release that. It's literally the same. Try the front end, yeah. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right. Okay. All right, let me see if I can find usage. I want you to now create a first-person shooter game in a single HTML file using Three.js. Would you help me create a first-person shooter game where I can navigate a map and fight waves of enemies with an AR-15 and an RPG and fight waves of enemies, use Three.js, and use excellent graphics? Yeah, I don't know. We'll test on this one as well. No bugs is good. Yes, that is true. Yeah. Yeah, what were they? I mean, I don't know what Gemini, why they would even release Gemini 3.6 Flash, to be completely honest with you. That just seems so weird to me. All right, our first output is done with BridgeSwarm. So this did complete, but one of the biggest issues with BridgeSwarm that I am dealing with is like, for example, do you guys see how it took an hour to complete this? This is one big thing that we need to improve. I'm just gonna message one of these. I'm gonna message the coordinator. Would you help me copy this Remotion video? Help me compile it and copy it over to my downloads directory respectively so that I can see it in my downloads directory. All right, let me see usage. I don't even know. Hold on, let me see if I can find usage on one game. This is the $20 plan. Alibaba Cloud. Okay, I see usage. So for just that specific, I don't know how long that was working, maybe like 20 minutes. Oh yeah, the usage is really good, guys. All right, so the usage on that, all it did was do the horror game, right? But it worked for, I mean, guys, it only spent 80,000 tokens total, right? So keep that in mind. But for that game, here's my 5-hour usage, 1%. 1%. So yeah, I did see what Cursor did with the SQLite rewrite. Kind of a marketing for Composer, but I mean, yeah, this is on the $20 plan. Yeah, but I mean, it only used 80,000 tokens though, guys. Keep that in mind. It only used 80,000 tokens. Harry said for a $20 plan, super worth it for now. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Was that the $6? No, it was the $20 plan. Yeah, that was the $20 plan. But I mean, if you guys remember when we did test, it was Qwen 3.7 max. It was really expensive. Like, we don't have the price yet for Qwen 3.8 max. I'm assuming that it's similar. Oh wow, they actually have discounted it now, 41% off. 49 tokens per second. Yeah, they've got really good compute. They've got really good compute. Because if you look at Kimi K3 right now, 22 tokens per second. Yikes. Not good. Yeah, Qwen 3.8, it's basically free. I mean, I would agree with that. It's very cheap. All right, done. All right. So here was a Remotion video. Okay, this was created with BridgeSwarm. Here's the MP4. All right, this is let me know what you guys think. This was created using BridgeSwarm. Ship with your voice. The keyboard is the bottleneck. This looks good. Let Kimi make Remotion. All right, let's go back over here. All right. Let's see what Kimi can do. I need you to build a Remotion video for Bridge Voice. You can reference the initial video that we have on the landing page and note that we need to significantly improve this. Make it only 45 seconds long and make it super simple. Use the BridgeMine branding, but change it up significantly to improve the design. All right, let's drop in BridgeMine here. Okay. All right, guys. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, we've been busy testing the models for a bit now, but let's drop a 40 bomb. Let's drop a 40 bomb, chat. And we're gonna test Kimi K3 on a marketing video here. We're testing on some front end design as well, and then I also would like to give Qwen 3.8 Max a try in a real code base. So let's go over to BridgeSpace and see what we can do here. Models. Okay, I'm gonna use Qwen 3.8 Max. Honestly, a pretty good response initially here. All I want is a vibe coding girlfriend. My girlfriend wants me to teach her how to vibe code. I want you to launch 3. Actually, let's test the usage on the 3.8 Max plan. 10 deep dive agents and do a complete review of BridgeSwarm, and note that we need to significantly reduce the amount of time that it takes for a swarm to actually run. If you look at this example, this swarm took an hour to run. It seems like it takes too long for swarms to actually run. Would you figure out what's causing this and what the bottleneck actually is and why swarms take so long to complete, and then create a structured plan to improve the harness so that swarms are faster and communicate with each other more efficiently? All right, how fast is Qwen 3.8? It's pretty fast. I mean, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm about to launch, what was that? It was like 30 agents. What was it, 10? 10 deep dive agents. So we'll see what this does, but this is Qwen 3.8, and then I am gonna see how much usage those agents use. But shout out to, it was whoever's up over on Twitch. Thank you guys. Have I ever tried Replit? I have not. No, Replit is like a different level of vibe coding that I currently like am not on. I'm more of like you got the Chads that are using Claude Code and Codex and stuff, and then you got like, not that you're not a Chad if you use Replit, but it's a little bit more like beginner level. It's a little bit more hands-off. But all right, guys, let's knock out a 40 bomb. Let's go. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. BridgeMind is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. There's a link in the chat to the Discord community of over 14,257 builders. So if you guys have not already done that, make sure you do so. Let's lock in and drop a 40 bomb. Let's go. All right, let's test Gemini 3.6 a little bit more as well. All right. Replit used to be good. Now it's just trash, overpriced compute. Hopefully you're not hosting on Replit. Do they host too? They manage hosting? Show the biceps. I've been taking I will say when I first started BridgeMind, I literally had like no time. I've been taking a little bit more time lately to prioritize health and stuff and fitness. I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. But it's important to stay fit and stuff, guys. Like, there's so many things like, man, if you don't take your fitness seriously, that is one area that if you just toggle that a little bit, you know, definitely spend some time doing that, guys. Because you can have as much money as you want, but it's like there's so many things to it, right? Like, living a good life, you have to make sure your fitness is in check. You make time for the people that you care about, you know. But I do not use creatine. I used to when I was like in high school and stuff, but honestly, I think creatine really helps though. Maybe I should get on creatine. Somebody said 250K ARR. How much marketing have you been doing, and what's your primary channels? Honestly, I definitely don't do as much marketing as I should be. You know, I feel like at some point I started to kind of focus in a little bit more on just like leading the community and stuff, and I feel comfortable with where it's at. But for marketing, the main channels have been like just organic marketing through YouTube and through X. But there's a lot of things I can do to improve the marketing. Like, for example, even if I just do like a demo video, like my plan for today, right? Because I've got at least a couple more hours on the stream today. And really what I want to do, if you guys look at this swarm, do you guys see this here? So somebody in the chat mentioned it, and I agree with it. This is a very unique part of BridgeSpace that not a lot of people know about, okay? And we need to work on it today because tomorrow, for example, I would love to make a video on this and get it out on X, okay? I would love to make a demo video, and that is a fantastic way to do marketing. Is that if you market yourself on X, on YouTube, you have to build up those social platforms, because if you don't, you know, you don't really, like, you can do paid advertising, and paid advertising does work for some people, but in a lot of instances, it cannot be the best because you're spending so much money to be able to like actually get people to then use your product, I think organic marketing is just totally the way to go. Let's go back over here. So Qwen 3.8, I mean, I feel like Qwen 3.8 is actually pretty fast. You can definitely tell that it's faster than Kimi K3. The Kimi K3 speeds have definitely improved as well. Do you think Claude will release Opus 5 soon? Yeah, 100%. It's going to come this week. I'm expecting next, though, to be honest. Replit isn't hell. Creatine helps with vibe coding, increases tokens per second. Okay, good to know, Harry. We'll definitely have to get on that. How do you network on LinkedIn? I don't really do LinkedIn. What is Kimi's tokens per second now? Let's check. Let's check real quick, guys. Okay, also here is Gemini 3.6 Flash. It's on OpenRouter now. Oh my gosh. That thing is freaking fast. Oh my gosh. 156 tokens per second. That is nuts. Jeez. You guys see this? 156. Okay, here's another result from, oh wow. Okay, this actually has a lot of potential here. Do you post on Reddit? I did when I initially started. Reddit is good for like initial traction, right? But the thing is Reddit is very hard. I'm sure that if you guys have, tried to market yourself on Reddit, like this is how Reddit typically goes, okay? You make one post and it can do really well, right? Like you could get 100,000 views, right? And you could get a ton of users from Reddit. That's actually how I got BridgeBench off the ground initially. But then once you do that, those Reddit mods will be on you like a hawk, man. They will, as soon as you start marketing on Reddit, they come after you, that's for sure. All right, guys, this is Qwen 3.8 Max, okay? W or L in the chat, let me know what you guys think, but so far this has a lot of potential. Ooh. The lighting is a little bit off, but honestly, if we could fix the lighting, it would be a lot better. Okay, the result here actually from Qwen 3.8 is pretty good, guys. This is pretty good. Wow. Okay, this is actually one of the best results that we've gotten. The lighting could be a bit better, right? Like it's a little bit dark. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Come on, the lighting is just like a little bit dark. Like there's too many shadows and stuff. Too many shadows. Which one was doing that? It was this one over here, I believe, yeah. The lighting is a little bit too dark. There's too many shadows and stuff. Would you help me make it a little bit lighter? How long did it take this task to complete? Not long. It's fast, guys. Yeah, Alibaba definitely has the compute to serve it, to be honest. They've got the compute. Moonshot does not. Or the demand for Moonshot was just way too high. To be honest, it was... Oh, okay. It didn't actually take that long. Okay, that's actually good to know. Alibaba has the best compute. Yeah, you can tell. What are my thoughts on e-bikes? I don't have one. When custom vibe class is sponsored by Oakley. It needs to come. It needs to come. Okay. So this is a Qwen. I mean, Qwen 3.8 Max looks very, very promising, to be honest with you guys. Very promising. Okay. Okay, hold on. Devacode just sent me something. Let me check this out. Okay, so this is a distillation pick. This has got 435,000 views. Okay. So what is this? Is this... Okay. Each cell asks, reading one model's answers, how surprised would the other model's writing style be? Hover any cell for the evidence. Click a model's name to rank its nearest neighbors. Oh. So what is this then? Just that Kimi K3 is a Fable 5 distillation? Or are they all distilling from Fable 5? What is this? When's the Codex macro pad you bought last time arriving? I'm not sure. It should be arriving soon. I haven't checked. I haven't gotten it yet, though. You guys, I'll give you guys an update. I haven't checked when it's supposed to arrive, though. So what does this mean? The more blue, the more distillation from the models. Okay. Why are these all like... Are they all distilling from Fable 5? Or they're all distilling from each other? Because obviously Opus 4.5 would not be a distillation from. I don't understand this. Favorite model to use is definitely Fable 5. But they need to make it cheaper and stuff. Quen cheated? I don't think so. Alright. Let's see if it fixed the lighting issue. Alright, that's a lot better. Okay. So now let's see. It said that it fixed the lighting issue. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, this is... Man, Quen 3.8 is actually pretty good, guys. And this is just like a basic UI test, right? But, I mean, you guys have seen, like... I mean, you guys saw what Gemini 3.6 Flash did. Why don't I stream in 2K or 4K? I have the streams turned on ultra low latency, which makes it so I can't stream at higher quality or whatever. But it makes it so that you guys can be a little bit more interactive in the chat. Like, if I don't have it on ultra low latency, it'll take 30 seconds for you guys to hear what I said, right? So the chat will be delayed about 30 seconds. But the chat right now is literally like, I mean, you guys are like live, you know? Like, all right, watch this. Comment, if you guys are hearing me, comment W. Just spam W. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 seconds. Yeah, so you guys are literally 3 seconds behind me. Yeah, 3 seconds. That's the latency. Yeah, this is really good output. Yeah, the Chinese models are getting so much better, guys. It really is kind of shocking, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's good and almost free while subsidized. Yeah. I mean, it really does. I've definitely had a thought of like, I mean, I could take BridgeSpace and I could make a game. I mean, what are the best ways to make money right now through game development? Is it through Roblox or is it through... I mean, what's the best way to do game dev right now? Like, the best way to make money, is it Roblox? Is it Steam? I know there's that one streamer. He was a cool guy. Like, have you guys seen the German streamer? He's so cool. The Cakes. You guys know him? He made a Steam game, and he went like super viral. He's got like 30,000 followers on YouTube. But this guy Cakes, right? He's cool. He's from Germany, and he made a Steam game, and he made like 250K in like a week. He was not vibe coding. He was coding it raw. Game dev is dead? I don't know about that. Okay, great work. I now need you to create a structured plan. But it is interesting to think about, like, okay, like, where are things headed? Like, do you guys remember, I feel like a year ago, it was all mobile apps, right? Like, okay, I have a question for everybody in the chat. Is anybody in the chat right now, are you guys working on, like, mobile apps or web apps? Or, like, what are you guys working on? What are you guys vibe coding to make money, right? They all had a massive jump after Fable. Guess what? Distilling? Yeah. Well, Hung, the thing is, though, is that, like, was Kimi K3 distilling Fable 5? Because it was probably in training for a while. Okay, mobile apps, web app for EV charging, mobile app. Alex said, I bet if you could pump out like 5 solid mobile apps in a week, it could work well. What do you mean, Alex? 3K a month with my mobile app. Let's go, D3. Discord bots, web dev, API service. What about creating physical products with 3D printers? I've heard of that. Asian development environments. Let's go. Kimi K3 remotion. Is it done yet? It's still working right here. It's working right here. Yeah. Alex, I think that's a good point. You only need one to hit. I mean, I have a buddy of mine, right, that he, it's that friend, he's actually been on the stream before, Noah, and he put out a mobile app, and he's making $3,000 a month without doing any marketing. He told me, he's like, yeah, it's just on the App Store, and like from the App Store, it basically like I make 3K a month, and he does literally nothing on TikTok, nothing on Reddit. He just makes $3,000 a month because there was an app niche that started to take off, and he made an app in it, he launched it, and now he just makes $3,000 a month, and he doesn't do anything, right? I think that is like a huge aspect of just like mobile development and stuff. I mean, Quen 3.8 Max is very fast, guys. So I launched 10 subagents here. Let's see how much of my usage this used. So this was 10, right? 10 subagents. Let's see on this one how much it used. Hold on, why is this not? Come on. I don't know where my usage went. Hold on, guys. Console. Oh, that's annoying. I can't see how much my usage is used, but it used only 56,000. Trying to find it. Too much going on in this cloud. Just look up usage. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. So after launching 10 sub-agents, wow. All right, so 10 sub-agents, guys, that cooked for, I don't know, 10 minutes. And here's where I'm at. So look at this, 5% used after launching 10. That's actually pretty good. Because 10 sub-agents on a Fable, I mean, that would literally shoot, like your Fable limit would be gone. Gemini 3.6 is an L, yeah, it's awful. Yeah, Gemini 3.6 is the same as 3.5, it's terrible. Not a good model. Qwen 3.8 is a lot more interesting. I'm going to do a review video on this, guys. I'm going to do a deeper review video, but I didn't even know that you could use it, and it's actually very, very good, to be honest. Why not just... I don't like it when people say slop. I think people should stop saying slop, to be honest. Like, people are going to use AI for stuff. The one impressive thing about Gemini 3.5 Flash is the speed. I mean, you're literally talking 156 tokens per second right now. That is insane. How to use Qwen 3.8 in the CLI. Basically, all you need is you just need to buy like a coding plan. And it's on there. And then I'm just using it via open code. Okay, great work. I now need you to create a structured plan. Honestly, this may get the BridgeMine stamp of approval. Why when I switch to plan mode, it switches over to Sakanu Fugu? I do not want to use Sakanu Fugu. The fact that it gets such high tokens per second, what do you suggest? Massive changes? I mean, yes, tokens per second matters. Like, tokens per second... It matters when, like, if you have 1,000 tokens per second, like, I think that, what's that one model that Devin has? They have, what is that model? It's like SWE 1.7 or whatever. They've got a model that runs at like 1,000 tokens per second. It doesn't matter how fast that model runs if it just outputs like complete garbage, right? And, you know, hey, with Gemini 3.6 Flash, we did it on a couple tests, and I mean, this is like, I mean, I honestly could probably get a better result from, like, you know, Qwen 3.6 running on my freaking laptop. You know, that's an exaggeration, but you guys get my point. Like, it doesn't matter how fast your model is running. I mean, it would be interesting using Gemini 3.6 Flash with something like a you know, a Hermes agent to do other tasks, but, you know, hey, that, yeah, SWE 1.7 is what it's called, and like, it outputs tokens at 1,000 tokens per second, but it outputs like complete slop. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I just said I don't like the word slop, but you guys know what I mean. It's like, there's a difference between calling everything that's created by AI slop and then creating then using slop when it's like, hey, when Gemini 3.6 Flash outputs tokens that fast, or SWE 1.7 outputs token that fast, I feel like that is like a little bit like sloppy. Whereas like Fable, like it feels like you're working with things and it could get you like really good output. Like if you guys saw the app that I made in one shot using Fable, it was like the therapy app. It was in my latest video where I put all of the models head to head. You guys can go check it out on the channel. But like Fable 5 was able to one-shot this app and it was able to do a pretty good job. And, you know, that's good. But, you know, something like Gemini 3.6 Flash, it would just output like garbage, right? And it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter that it did it in 5 minutes. Yes, you could iterate quickly. Okay, Future AGI said, but in reality, if you want the best output, you got to choose between Fable, Kimi, Soul, and maybe Qwen now for their strengths. Yes, I would agree. I would agree. I mean, yeah, I'm so surprised by what is Google even doing? Like why would they even release? Why would they release another model? Why would they release this? Look at this. This does not make any sense to me. Look at this, guys. Gemini 3.5 Flash. I mean, that's insane to me. Look at this, guys. And they're not even beating GLM 5.2. That's insane to me. What are they doing? Does anybody know why Google would release this? They have to show investors something? Yeah, I mean, that's insane to me. Marketing scheme. Speed and price. Is the price lower? Hold on, I feel like I didn't do this justice. What's the price on it? What app did your friend make? I'm not going to say it just because, you know, I'm not going to draw like competition to him or anything, but he's got an app that's in a really good niche. And all right, so this is $1.50, like, so $157.50, and I'm assuming that this is the same though. So $157.50. Oh, it's a little bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper, but so it's a little bit cheaper, and then it's much faster. So that is it's the speed up. What do you think about Sonnet 5? Kind of redundant. I think that the Sonnet models are unfortunately like, they used to be so good, guys. Okay, great work. I mean, I don't know how I feel about Quinn 3.8 Max updating code in a production code base, to be honest, guys. It costs more than 3.5, 50% more input cost. Oh, okay. Oh, Gemini is very they have video input. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, if you guys haven't already joined the Discord, make sure you do so. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think Google just needs to give us Gemini 3.5 at this point. Remotion's done, yeah. Okay, great work. I now need you to render the video and copy it over to my downloads directory, respectively. What if Gemini or Gemma 3.5 is as good as current Sonnet? Gemma 3.5? Gemini 4 Pro will be a Sonnet class model. I hope not. Yeah, yikes. I'm very surprised that they released this model. Yeah, everybody wants... Hold on, I just made a post. All right, go check out this post. I just made this post. I mean, it's... Everybody just wants... They want Gemini 3.5 Pro. All right, here's the Remotion video, guys. Let's check this out. All All right, bridge voice. Okay, so this is Kimi. This is Kimi K3. Okay, using remotion. Let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, the difference between Kimi K2.7 and this is just absolutely insane. I'm not the craziest fan of this, but I mean, it's fine, but it's like a presentation slideshow. Yeah, it's like a slideshow. It's not like an actual breakdown of like, oh, this is, I don't know. It's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full review video of Quen for sure. But I'm just kind of surprised that Gemini 3.6 Flash, Gemini 3.5 Flash. I don't know if I trust Quen in my production code base here. Let's have Fable rank the work of Quen. So this is for, we're trying to speed up. We're trying to speed up BridgeSwarm. So if you guys look over here, BridgeSwarm can sometimes just take a little bit too long. Like, I think that to get this remotion video done, because they're all like interacting with each other and stuff. Like, look at this, 11:01. I mean, I guess it took 22 minutes, which isn't horrible, but I did not watch the World Cup final. Lots of my friends and me who were printing last year and have been experiencing revenue stagnation for 2 months now. The market is changing too fast. Models are getting too good. Wait, so Hung, what do you mean? So you guys were printing last year and you've been experiencing revenue stagnation for 2 months? What do you mean, Hung? Do you just mean that there's more competition and stuff, or what? Gemini is trash. Yeah, it's not good. We already tested it. It's not good. It's not even worth a review video. All right. Okay, great work. I now need you to begin implementing these updates and output a summary of all of your updates once you are done. Users make their own services now. I don't think so. I mean, that's probably like some extent what's happening, but also like if everybody can make, you know, apps easier than ever before, there just will be more competition, like by nature, right? How do you generate revenue working for a company? No. So the way that BridgeMine makes money is I sell Stripe subscriptions, okay? So you build a product, right? And then you sell Stripe subscriptions to that product. So for example, this is the past 4 weeks at BridgeMine, okay? So current MRR is at 20,732. Gross volume over the past 4 weeks was 31,593. And then net volume is in 27,251. And that's just from Stripe subscriptions. So this is what it looks like when you have a product that you're selling, right? So I feel good about this. Is BridgeSwarm basically just agent orchestration? Yes, but it's between providers, right? So for example, what we're trying to do, okay, and let's actually get the bomb going here. We kind of got a little bit distracted with all the models that we were testing. Gemini 3.6 Flash, they dropped it. Little bit of a letdown, to be honest with you guys. That model, not impressive at all. All right, let's go over here, and I just want to do, we're going to do BridgeSwarm functionality for 25 minutes. Let's go. I'm going to put this over here. All right. All right, so we're going to use Fable 5 on this. I need you to do an in-depth review of BridgeSwarm and the functionality and design of BridgeSwarm. We need to figure out how to make BridgeSwarm faster, and we also need to add in additional providers like Grok Build, which I believe is already added, but Grok Build, we need to add in Kimi Code. We need to make sure that the wizard makes it very easy to understand what BridgeSwarm is, and we also need to improve the swarm harness. But I need you to first do a complete review. I want you to launch 5 Claude Sonnet 5 subagents and do a complete review, and then create a structured plan for improvements that we can make to BridgeSwarm respectively. All right, I'm gonna put this in plan mode. So BridgeMind is an entire ecosystem. So the voice to text tool that I use is Bridge Voice, and then the ADE is BridgeSpace, okay? So many people are using voice to text tools. They're using ADEs now because one of the best ways to code is by using Claude Code, by using Codex, by using Grok Build. And the biggest thing is, it's like when you're trying to figure out, hey, what tools do I use, right? That's what a lot of people ask. It's like, okay, what tools do I use? What you really need to think through is what model you're getting subsidized for and how much of that model you're getting subsidized, okay? So for example, Claude Code, hey, you go get an Anthropic subscription and you get subsidized to use Claude models, right? You get subsidized to use Claude models if you get an Anthropic subscription more than you would get if you bought a Cursor subscription, okay? And if you went and bought a Cursor subscription, you get subsidized more for their particular model. So you get a huge subsidy for Composer 2.5. You get a huge subsidy for, Grok 4.5. And, you know, I have a lot of subscriptions because I do BridgeMind and because, you know, I do a lot of testing and stuff of the models. But like, if you're trying to decide what subscriptions you get, you should know that Fable 5 is by far the best model in the world, but it's very expensive, right? So let's say you only have a $100 budget. You should probably go with an OpenAI subscription because a $100 budget on a Claude Max $100 plan, you're not going to get much access to Fable 5, right? So I have multiple Claude Max subscriptions, and that's how I'm using Fable 5. I think that Fable 5 is the best model, but it's just too expensive, right? So unless you have a big budget, you should probably be using something a little bit cheaper. OpenAI, you get a ton of usage. I mean, let me go over here to OpenAI and just see right now. Like, oh shoot, I just messed that up. Okay, let's continue here. Like, let's see. I think I have a ton of different. Let's just launch Codex on the bottom here. Look at this. I have 4 usage resets. I think that at least 40% of Pro Plan users would switch to GPT 5.6. Yeah, I mean they should, right? Because it's like, if you're not getting access to the best model, why are you even on the subscription? All right, I want to test something real quick, guys. I want to see, I was updating some things yesterday with BridgeBench. I just want to show this to you guys while we have a couple agents in the background. Hold on, let me log in real quick. All right, one second. All right, check this out. So with BridgeBench, should work. Okay, so let's go over to the admin portal here. Okay. So I added all the different models, okay? We should do, let's do 6 on reasoning. Let's do 6 on hallucination. Let's do 6 on security. Let's do 6 on BS. Let's do 6 on refactoring. Let's do 6 on debugging. And I just want to see if this works. I haven't tested this yet. And we'll do 6 on speed. Okay. Now if we go to the arena here, let's see if these start. That's not good. Doesn't look like these are running. Oh, okay, here's the problem here. Okay. All right, so one thing that I do is whenever I have something that I know is a simple issue, I'm going to use something like Grok 4.5 to fix this issue for me. Because I know it's not that difficult of an issue. And I know that Grok can get it figured out. So I'm just going to drop this into Grok 4.5. I need you to review this error that I'm seeing in BridgeBench and help me get it resolved so that I'm actually able to run all of the benchmarks. Right now I'm getting this 503 error. Would you review this in complete depth with 3 sub-agents and figure out what is causing it, and then get this fixed and deployed respectively so that we can run these benchmarks. All right, let's see what this does. All right, Devacode said, so Google's now focused on Gemini 4 without even launching Gemini 3.5 Pro, which they are now testing with partners. Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay, this is actually big. So Logan, this is a member of the Gemini team, okay? Member of technical staff working on Gemini. Okay, he just said, we have started our most ambitious pre-training run yet, Gemini 4, and are excited by the progress. That's not good that they're just now starting pre-training, because it takes a while. So somebody asked, so are you skipping Gemini 3.5 Pro? And he said, nope, testing with partners right now. Hope we land soon. I wonder what Polymarket is saying. Let's check. Because that model will be big, but they had like issues with it. Yeah. I mean, they're looking at like an August launch. Next Google Gemini Pro model released by, and you don't even have this model until like August. And this will be a big model, but apparently they had a bunch of problems with it. Grok 4.6 soon. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I stream on X, yes. What's up, Kelp? He didn't say just. Yeah, he did. Oh. You're saying they didn't just start, but I guess you're right. That is so discouraging. Look, somebody said, sorry, bro, but you guys can't do anything. You've been a complete disappointment. Oh, that sucks. Gemini 4. Yikes. GPT-6 in August. I am not sure about that. I know Leo I think was saying August, but I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't look like it, to be honest. September. Here, I mean, here's what Polymarket says. I would be surprised if GPT-6 came in August, to be honest. That's a little bit soon, in my opinion. It could be August, but yeah, I don't think August, guys. I mean, anything could happen, but GPT-5 released. I mean, here's the craziest part, guys. Do you guys remember when we got GPT-5 in August last year? It's just crazy, like, how far things have come even in 1 year, right? In 1 year. HK said, been watching for a while, just subbed. Let's go, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so we have 4 agents running. Qwen 3.8 Max. This is, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about this agent. So if you guys look at this, so this is Qwen 3.8 Max. It's working with BridgeSpace and BridgeSwarm, and really the goal is to try and make BridgeSwarm a little bit. We're trying to optimize it. The speeds on Qwen 3.8 are pretty decent. The output that I've seen is pretty good as well. I'm trusting in a production code base here. We'll see what it's able to do, but I mean, from what I've seen so far, the outputs were actually pretty decent, to be honest. 40 days stuck with 5.6 is terrible. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I was not impressed with 5.6. I didn't even make like a review video on it. I think 5.6 was one of the most overhyped launches of the year so far, because it's not a new pre-train. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a new pre-train. People said that there was a huge difference with it. I didn't really notice much. I think that their hallucination rate, like, if OpenAI can't get their hallucination rate figured out, their models can just, they can't be used reliably. You know, if you go to artificial analysis, one of the biggest things, in my opinion, is the hallucination rate. And this is just something that I have noticed, like, ever since GPT-4, like, just the hallucination rates have been so high. If you guys look at this, this is one of the most important benchmarks, in my opinion. Look at this, guys. So GPT models, you're going to see a pattern if you look at this, okay? GPT models are all the way up here with massive hallucination rates, okay? 91%, 90%, 89% for GPT 5.6, 85% for GPT 5.5, 85% for GPT 5.6 Terra. And then you look at like Fable 5 and Grok 4.5 and Kimi K3, all these models have much lower hallucination rates. And in my opinion, if OpenAI can't get this hallucination rate under control, like, why is the hallucination so high? Minimax has a very low hallucination rate. Anthropic just settled for, oh yeah, I did see the 1.5 billion. Yeah, that is crazy. So chat, I have a question for you guys though. Is anybody in the chat having success building mobile apps still in today's world? Is anybody in the chat? Let me know if you guys are making, like, if anybody in the chat is making like over $1,000 MRR from a mobile app. So there's 1,000 people here. Anybody in the chat making $1,000 MRR from a mobile app? Logger says yes. The biggest hurdle is the $99 Apple developer fee. Ryu says yes. Ad says yes. Turtle says yes. Leela says minus 2,400. Joshua says he makes 2,500. I just launched this week looking for my first sale. Web apps are death, somebody said. Splash says yes. B2B is better than B2C. I'm an open source dev, Ryu says. Your friend makes 50K a month? That's insane. It's really good. I'm still at 946 MRR after 4 months. That's good, dude. At 4 months, I was making 0 MRR. SDev said his makes 30K. Yeah, Gemini 3.6 Flash did come out. It's not good. I mean, they just sped it up a little bit, and it's like a little bit cheaper in terms of token cost, but somebody said that the token efficiency actually went down. So it's not looking like a good release from Google. I'm very surprised. $11 MRR, and it's my mom. $500K ARR, that's insane. With a budget of $100, should I go for OpenAI or Kimi K3? I would go with OpenAI. You're going to get much better reliability with them. I need you to review the lava lamp and note that we need a page where these designs will be rendered in, and add this to the top nav bar and just call it UI and allow people to click on this and see the UI designs and render it in from the database in an iframe, and figure out a way to optimize this page so that it renders in small modals that users can scroll through, and add a search bar so that they can filter by which model it is, review this, and build it respectively. All right, we're gonna do a couple things here on BridgeBench for marketing. Like, was Gemini 3.6 Flash supposed to be the Gemini 3.5 Pro, which was said to be terrible at coding, or is it actually a new model? It's not really a new model at all. Like, I think they just made it a little bit faster. They made it a little bit cheaper. It's not a new pre-train. It scores the same exact that Gemini 3.5 Flash did. It's not impressed at all. Am I using Kimi K3? So the biggest problem with Kimi K3 is the speeds. The speeds are a little bit better if we go take a look at the speeds right now, hold on, let me go pull up the speeds and we can take a look at this. Sorry, I'm gonna change the music around a little bit. Okay, so let's look at the speeds on Kimi K3 because this is the biggest problem that we're seeing with Kimi K3. Let's go over here. So Kimi K3 currently running at 22 tokens per second. And then the latency on it, look at this. So this is what I look at. Latency, 6 seconds. Throughput, 22 seconds. Speed does matter. This is a lot better. It was literally 12 seconds. It was 12 tokens per second the other day. But like, even if you look at like thinking machines, they're running this on Together AI, but 62 tokens per second. So my biggest problem with Kimi K3 is the design. Like of just like, hey, they're only letting you, like, I can't use a model that is only running at 20 tokens per second. Like, it's just too slow. Qwen 3.8 is done here. Not super fast on the updates here, to be honest. All right, this one's working. I need you, hold on. I need you to review the output in the logs from the runner when running the lava lamp UI test in BridgeBench, and note that this needs to be resolved. We shouldn't be trying to launch this in a browser or in Chromium. We should just be giving the prompt to the agent and having that model respond and streaming the response to the database to get the result for that UI test. Review the existing structure and figure out what is failing and fix what is causing this to fail. All right, I got this weird bug when trying to use these to fix these UI tests. So I'm gonna just screenshot this, paste it in here. All right, from Command Code team, who's Command Code? Are you testing Gemini 3.6 Flash yet? We already tested it. It's not good. It's very fast. I mean, we can do some more tests with it, but what we saw already, I mean, it's like, yeah, this model's cooked. Any bench for Gemini 3.6? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We've got some bugs in the new BridgeBench that we're resolving with GPT 5.6 right now, actually. Check Qwen usage. The usage that you get is very good. It was at 5% last time I checked. I can do another check as well. Yeah. This Gemini 3.6 model is so bad. All right, hold on here. Let me see. All right. All right, so for anybody that's interested in using BridgeMind or trying it, I am going to do a fire sale. So if you guys don't know what BridgeMind is, okay, it's a vibe coding ecosystem. So with a BridgeMind subscription, you get access to BridgeSpace, which is the agent development environment that I'm seeing right now. I'll give you guys a quick rundown on this. You have if you open up this sidebar, for example, you have an in-app web browser here, okay? You have a file editor, you can manage Git, and then you also have skills, okay? And then you can also use swarms. This is something that we're gonna push a big update out to today. And I'm gonna do like a demo video on it tomorrow and stuff, put on X. But this is BridgeSwarm, where you're able to coordinate a bunch of agents together. So one thing that we're trying to do is like, if you guys have heard about how basically like you can use Fable 5 to help orchestrate agents that are a little bit like cheaper. So for example, if you have a Grok subscription, that is a cheaper model that has a bunch of usage, you can use Fable 5 as the coordinator. So this is actually really cool. So check this out. So we can go over here and we can click like BridgeSwarm, okay? And let's say that I just wanna, let's go over to the desktop here and let's say I wanna go to BridgeMind and I'm just gonna say, I need you to do an in-depth review and identify any AI slop spaghetti code and output all of your findings in a README file. Okay, so I'm gonna paste this in, and I can literally just add, let's just focus in on like the BridgeBench API, for example, okay? So I can go over here, and I'm gonna launch 8 agents, okay? And what we can do is we can make it so that like these are all set to Claude right now, but I can go through here and I can set a lot of these to use, let's just use Grok build. So we're gonna have all of our agents here. Let's use Grok build. We need a better way. The UI design definitely needs to be improved. That's one thing that we're doing today. I think it's already updated, to be honest. So let's set this one to Grok build. So we're gonna set all of our builder agents to Grok build, okay? And then we'll just use one Fable 5 sub agent, or it's gonna be not a sub agent, it's a coordinator, okay? So we'll use all Grok build, and then we have one Fable 5 coordinator, okay? So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna launch a swarm, okay? And this is what it looks like, okay? So you have one Fable 5 coordinator, and rather than using a ton of usage that's super expensive, instead, we have one Fable 5 coordinator that is working with, 5 builders, and 1 scout and 1 reviewer that are all Grok 4.5, okay? And then they can all communicate with each other. How would an agent know what AI slop is? They do know. Graphify is my personal favorite token saver. It's the only one I got. Gemini 3.5 Flash ranks higher than Opus 4.8 on front-end code Arena. Honestly, the Arena lately has been a little bit... Are you talking about Design Arena, or are you talking about LM Arena? Let me see. Are you talking about LM Arena? Because I don't know. It didn't get improved at all. Let me see. Let's go to the overview real quick. All right, so this is what he's talking about. Let's see. All right, so web dev. So here's Kimi K3. I mean, Opus 4.8 is right here in web dev. I guess, well, Opus 4.8 is all the way down here. Opus 4.8 thinking is right here. Opus 4.8 non-thinking is way down there. But this is without thinking. And Gemini 3.6 Flash is better, but this is the non-thinking, the model. The thinking, when thinking is enabled, it's all the way up here. But yeah, so let me just generate, I'm going to generate a coupon code here for 65% off if anybody is interested in trying out BridgeMind. I'm going to generate a coupon. Okay, so here's the Stripe dashboard. So far today, we've made $692. Let's just go over to coupons, and we're going to create a new coupon. This is going to be the day 210 coupon. Percentage off, 65% off. And we're going to apply this to the Pro subscription. So the Pro subscription gives you access to Bridge Voice and BridgeSpace and everything in the subscriptions. This is only going to be for the Pro subscription, okay? That's the subscription that I recommend. And then this is, we're only gonna limit it to, let's limit it to 5. So 5 people are gonna be able to use this. All right, so day 210, if you use this at checkout, you'll get 65% off, and only 5 people can use this. There's 5 redemptions, so it'll go pretty quick. All right, so with BridgeSwarm, so look at this, guys. So all of these are communicating with one another, okay? So you can see that Scout is, it already did, what did this do? Codebase report posted under Scout 1. Slop review readme. So it's creating a slop review. And then the coordinator is able to coordinate, so it's giving all these agents their tasks. And what's nice is that you're basically getting the usage that you get with like a Grok build subscription or a Fable 5 subscription or a Claude subscription. And instead of using like Cursor, that's way more expensive, you're able to get the best access to those models. Like from Grok build, that's the best way to use Grok 4.5. But we have a lot of updates going into this now that are going to ship out today. Let's do this. How's the usage limits? They're very good. Grok 4.5 is very good. Let's go. All right, time's up. All right, I definitely want to do a review video today on Qwen 3.8. Question about Swarm. You need to have have subscriptions on the different models you are going to use, correct? Yes, you do. Yeah. Gemini 3.6 disappointing in coding. Yeah, disappointing in everything. Not very impressed with that model. All right, guys, let's knock out a, let's knock out a 30 bomb real quick. All right, like I said, okay, the reason that we do the push-ups, why do we do them, chat? Why do we do them? Need to take fitness seriously. Let's knock out a 30 bomb. All right, let's go. Let's move the desk up. How is Qwen 3.8 good model? Yeah, Qwen 3.8. It's actually it surprised me. Qwen 3.8 has been very, very good. We were testing it today. It's actually finishing up some of its work here on BridgeSwarm. We'll see how this actually performs in a second. But I was very impressed with like the test that we did so far. Super impressed with Qwen 3.8 now. I've never used a Qwen model on their subscription plan, but I bought the $20 subscription plan. I'll take a look at what my usage looks like and share it with you guys in a second. But I've been impressed. So I'll probably do a review video on this soon. It was a little bit of a weird release, but let's knock out a 30 bomb real quick, guys. If you guys haven't already done any push-ups with me today, let's hit them now, all right? Drop a like on the stream, subscribe to BridgeMind, join the community. It's the largest vibe coding community on the internet, all right? There's 14,000 builders in this community, but let's knock out a 30 bomb. Let's get it. I accidentally did 50. All right, let's go over here. We seriously need to do BridgeBench design. This is something that we're gonna work on. We have to get this done. I'm gonna show you guys what this is in a second, but we have to get this done. I'm gonna show you guys what it is and why we're gonna be doing it. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Mark, let's go, dude. All right. I'm telling you guys, the fitness, you have to have that locked in. All right, if you don't have the fitness, you're gonna struggle, okay? After I'm done streaming, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna get back, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna do some more work. Drum said he accidentally ran a marathon. Let's go, bro. Okay, so I want to show you guys something that really needs to be done, okay? And I'm struggling because you guys know that we recently made some changes to BridgeBench, right? We recently made some changes, and we have some work that needs to be done on this streaming portion. So if you guys look here, this Soul agent is actually working on it right now. But if you guys go to like, let me find this. I don't even have a good example of it anymore. Let me see if I can find it on X. Let's see if I can find this. It's gonna go down a little bit. Okay, so this is what we need to build. I'm sure that you guys have seen stuff like this on X before. But first of all, if you're not marketing yourself on X or you aren't posting on X, you really do need to start doing that. You know, this is one thing that I really wish I knew at a younger age. Like if I could rewind the clock and start over at 19, I would have started posting on X a lot sooner. And you don't want to post a bunch of like, you have to know what the narratives are on X, and you have to know what people are talking about, right? Like you have to be smart. You have to know what people are searching for, what's relevant, because if you post a bunch of like stuff that nobody cares about, you're never going to get any views, right? So for example, what this is this was like a UI benchmark where it made it very easy for us to create like this literally that you guys are looking at here. This was a part of BridgeBench V2, which was very good, that we kind of said bye-bye to when we updated the site and went to BridgeBench V3. But it was actually very good because it basically gave people a way to see the models side by side. And this does like very well on X, okay? It's a fantastic way to be able, like if you're trying to break into the space, it's a fantastic way to do it. Yeah, bring the lava lamps back. So this is what we need to do. And right now I'll show you the error and the bug that I'm getting. What model is on the right? This was Kimi K3 on the right. Yeah, so people like those because it gives them a really good view of like, okay, this is what the model is able to do. This is what it looks like, and people really like this, okay? Yeah, side-by-side, yeah. Side-by-side videos are very important. So right now, this agent, it looks like it's installing it. So we'll see if this fixes it, but the current bug that I'm getting, just so that you guys are clued in on this, is it's this right here. Like, when I run this, it's giving me this weird, like, it literally, hold on, let me get the screenshot of this. This is what it looks like, okay, guys? This is the bug that I'm getting. So, it's trying to, like, look at this, launching Chromium browser. I don't know why it's trying to launch Chromium, but that just should not be happening. Down here, GPT 5.6 Soul is about to be done working on this. But this is the bug that I'm getting because what I want is I want to store these results in the database. And then we also need to build the mechanism so that it actually is able to render them and put them side by side, right? And then once we're there, then you have a way to be able to like post content on X in a very simple way that is going to perform well. So that's what I'm trying to do. Qwen 3.8 equals Opus 4.8. Do I agree? I'll have to do a little bit more of a review. I'll have a review video out on Qwen 3.8. I did test it a little bit in this stream. From what I've seen, it does look like it's very, very good. The Chinese models, I mean, if you roll the clock back just about 3 months, Tebow just announced a new reset for Codex users. That's nice. So if you roll the clock back like 3 months, all of these Chinese models would just like, if we were doing any of these tests, like let's say like the horror game test, right? You would basically be, it would just be like a black screen, right? And it would be a terrible result. But now, the Chinese models are actually getting quite good. I did not see this coming. You know, I mean, we could live in a world where literally the Chinese models are just as good, if not better, than a lot of the American models. But from what I saw so far today with Qwen 3.8 Max, I was very impressed. And it did just finish its work. I do want to find the usage, though, that we're getting with the model. Let's see. All right. Trying to find my usage. Okay, I did find it. Is Codex getting a reset? Yeah, they are. I mean, yeah, that's insane. Usage on this plan is very, very good. Wow, for $20? For $20? 7% and 2%? That is insane. Wow. All right, the limits that you get on an Alibaba coding plan, this actually might be the best plan to have right now if you're on a budget. 7% usage, and I was literally ripped like 10 sub-agents and then had I was ripping sub-agents. When will Gemini 3.0 Pro be released? Probably like early August, I'm expecting. Wow, that is insanely good though. My goodness. Come on, Eeper. All right, Qwen 3.8 Max usage limits are the best that I have seen. The model is very good, and I bought the $20 a month plan to test it more. I launched dozens of sub-agents and had it do a few real-world tests in my code base. After all of this, I was only at 7% of my 5-hour limit and 2% on the weekly. I would already have hit my Claude limit. Yeah, this is probably the best that I've seen. Eber said rare footage of Matthew typing. That is so true, dude. Okay, great work. I now need you to watch these GitHub action workflows and make sure that these deploy successfully. Gemini 3.6 Pro, it wasn't Pro, it was the Flash model, and it was not a very good model. The harness, I was using open code for the harness, but yeah, I mean, this is, I'll do a review video on it, guys, but so far what I see from the Alibaba coding plan is it's actually very good. What is the current best harness, open code or Pi? What is it? What do you guys think is the best harness right now? Because I'm not sure. I mean, I use Claude Code, so I can use, Fable 5, but Qwen has 90% off for promotion. Okay. What are you building exactly to earn? You're literally looking at it. So this is what I've built here. Okay. This is what I've built. All right. There's currently no new workflows. Did you deploy the updates that you made, though? We need to make sure that we get these shipped out. Codex wins in every benchmark? I disagree. Oh, are you talking about as a harness, though? Let's pull up the Discord real quick. I'm just gonna let everybody know in the Discord. Codex is garbage. Harness after update used to be the best. I don't know. I don't notice a lot of differences in the harnesses, to be honest, guys. It seems that Quen 3.8, it's on a limited offer of 90% off. Okay. Yeah, Quen 3.8 is actually pretty good. I'll probably do a review video on it. I think that Kimi K3 is really good. Redact. The problem is that they don't have the compute to serve it. So, like, for example, I mean, you guys haven't been seeing me use Kimi K3 a whole lot. And the reason is because the limits that you get with that subscription just are not that good. So, you know, I love to see it, but it needs help. All right, is this even shipping this? Why is this not shipping? It's not on GitHub. Before we ship to the API, is this working? I don't feel like this is working. Thoughts on Open Code Go? I don't use it personally. I don't think Quen 3.8 Max is bad. It always makes mistakes like other Chinese models. You don't like it, or you don't think that it's bad? Bruce Wayne said looking forward to Fable 5.1. Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna have to release it. They're gonna have to do something. They're getting killed. Will I switch to Quen? No. Mark just asked, am I still using Kimi K3? It's too slow. Too slow. I'm probably gonna consider canceling the sub. You know, if you look at the speeds right now, I mean, let's test it a little bit and see what kind of speeds we're getting right now. Right? Let's open up a new workspace and see what we can get here. Let's go over here and let's just open up. Let's just go to dev real quick. GPT 5.6 Sol or Opus 4.8. Opus 4.8 is honestly a thing of the past now. I never find myself using Opus 4.8. I would, if you only have the the funds to be able to purchase like a $20 subscription, I would definitely go with OpenAI. Resell it. Yeah, I did see that. I mean, that's pretty cool that they did do that. They basically said, hey, it's the heck. Hold on here. I need you to kill the task running on port 3000. What's the bomb for? It's a countdown timer. It's a sprint. All right, let's launch Kimi. But if you guys are watching, have not already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. I'm pretty sure we're getting up close to 100K subs. Crazy. So crazy. Let's see what this does. Chin asked, do I understand the code that the AI is generating? I mean, like, I don't look at the code. I don't review the code. I think that we're kind of just in a little bit of a different world. You know, I think that I actually watched a video the other day of like just somebody that's like, he was like a college kid, right? And he was like, the first thing he said, he was like, I do not know how to code. And he was making like $20,000 a month, right? You know, I will say this, if you're looking to go get a job at like an organization, knowing how to vibe code is not going to help you get like a corporate job. I feel like if you're interviewing places that are, let's say like, obviously like frontier tech, like SpaceX or, you know, Meta, places like that, you really do need to understand what's going on, right? But the thing is that things are shifting to the point where if you want to build something and you want to create, yeah, so Goku said we care about shipping. So if you want to create something, right? Like I told you about my friend. Hey, my friend, he doesn't know how to code. He doesn't code at all. But, you know, hey, he built an app that makes $3,000 a month. and he doesn't understand the code. You understand, like in vibe coding, you understand like the different, like the core fundamentals, but you don't need to like write the code. I would say you don't need to understand the code anymore, to be honest with you. I would go as far as to say like, yeah, you just don't need to understand the code anymore. Here is the website. I want to see if Kimi K3 can do any improvements for us on the front end design here. Ship software at the speed of thought. Let's see if we can spice up the pricing page using Kimi K3, guys. Let's do that. So here's the pricing page currently. You guys can take a look. Let's see what Kimi K3 is able to do. I want you to do an in-depth review of the pricing page on BridgeMind and note that we need to significantly improve the design. Would you review the existing styling of the page and review the design and theme of the website and assist me in significantly improving the design of this page and implement best practice design principles? Do not use Playwright or browser tools, just review the code and improve it respectively. So is Quen worth it? I would say that you get like, I mean, I'm going to do like a little bit more of a formal review on it. But I would say so far, it sounds to me, people are saying that they have a 90% off thing right now, which is why we're probably getting such good limits on it. But the usage that you get with a Quen plan, I would say is very impressive. I would say that you get more usage from a Quen $20 plan than a Claude $200 plan. You get a ton of usage with that model. So Merge Storm said, love what you are doing. BridgeBench looks super useful, especially with the agent spawning. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've worked super hard on it. OpenAI offers the best IQ, price, speed, usage combo. I honestly would agree with that, Drum. I would agree with that. I don't think that they have the best model, but with those things mixed together, I would definitely agree with that. Let's see if we can get this running now, guys. I just want to see. Let's just try one here. This did not work last time. We had GBD 5.6 Soul. Try and get an update shipped. And that was reasoning. Let's go to the arena and see what's happening. I mean, it just doesn't do it. So annoying. I mean, I just find that GBD 5.6 Soul struggles a lot. 503 again. We're gonna have to give it to Fable, I'm telling you guys. Literally, Fable will get stuff that just these other models just don't, they just don't get. Like, they just don't get it. I need you to review the 503 error that we are getting when I'm trying to run the different arenas and figure out exactly what is causing this and fix it. I mean, that's literally all I'll have to say to Fable 5, and Fable 5 just takes it from there, literally. Like, it's going to be able to fix it. Eric Code says, how does it compare to Opus and Fable? What do the other arenas, etc. say? Just came in. Sorry if you've covered it. Eric Codes, are you talking about Quen? Would you say Quen? Because I don't think they literally just launched it. It was a really weird release from Alibaba, honestly. They released it and they dropped it on a Sunday, and they limited it to only their subscription, and they didn't even put it in Open Router, right? And I am like definitely against that. I think that's so stupid when the companies do that, because it's like, hey, when you release your model, would you please drop it in Open Router? And would you please, like, I don't know, like, just to only have to like buy your subscription, that's just such terrible in my opinion. But they did release it in their subscription, and we've created like some pretty good output. Honestly, like the horror game, it wasn't the best that I've seen in that particular test, right? But it was like pretty good, to be honest. Would you put Fable 5 over GBD 5.6? 100%. The thing about like Fable 5 versus GBD 5.6 is that it's obviously the best in terms of intelligence, but once you start factoring in other things like price, that's where things change up, right? So a lot of people, did you do your SEO with AI? I did, yes. I use SEMrush, if you're familiar with SEMrush. Okay. If you guys are using Codex CLI, run a session with Sol Low and tell Sol to add a global compactor. Interesting. Project Zero, I didn't even see what you said, to be honest. Rex, what's good? How much did it cost me for what? I didn't see what you said. Can we test out some more games with the latest model, please? Sure. Hold on, that's not good. Uh-oh. Getting the scroll wheel of death here. Hold on, let's see activity real quick. Oh, something just kicked up a bunch of threads. Wonder what it was. It's frozen. I wonder what it is. It's a node process that's running inside of BridgeSpace. I'm gonna have to quit this real quick. All right. All right. That resume feature is nice. Here. Nice. I don't have a Kimi resume feature yet. Probably should build that. I don't have Kimi code support yet. I'm vibing too hard for it, yeah. Bridge code CLI is not released. Probably won't release either. All right, so he said he seems to claim he's made 248K, but I'd like to know from him what his outgoings are. Showing big numbers is great, but at least justify it. What do you mean outgoings? What's outgoings? Outgoings meaning what's outgoings? How much am I paying for APIs? Right now I spend about $800 a month. It fluctuates depending on what models are kind of like in the space. Oh, tokens. Yeah, I spend like, right now it's under $1,000 because I cut a couple subscriptions that I don't need. I actually reduced my Codex subscription from the $200 subscription to the $100 subscription because honestly, like they do so many resets and stuff, like there's no reason to even have like a $200 Codex subscription unless that's literally just like your main driver, right? All right, let's get this. All right, I want to resume this one here. Okay, it says that it completed and it said that it shipped successfully. I don't know. Let's see that. Unless you're slamming it every day, the $200 is a waste. Even the $20 one works for me. I mean, one $200 plan is not going to get me there, to be honest with you. All right, let's go over here. I want to see if this did fix. So it said that it resolved it. Let's just do a control refresh here and see if it is fixed. So GPT 5.6 was the one that updated this. Let's see if this does fix it. Let's do Fable 5, no mock, and then we'll do the lava lamp. Let's start the run. And it was this right here. And remember, it was giving me that chromium. Now it's a different bug. Oh, it's not a valid model ID. Okay, that's actually good. Oh, because it's saying open router. It has an open router. Okay. This just needs to be fixed. This is a UI bug. Okay, so it did actually resolve our issue, the one that we had. That's nice. So GPT 5.6 did get that issue resolved. But honestly, this here, it needs to just be like a drop down, like we have with the other ones. So like, look at this. For some weird reason, this is like trying to get me to do like enter these. Do you guys like look at this? Start run, and it has me enter like, let's say I wanted Opus, right? I could do that, and it enters that. But like, if you go up, it should really just be like this here. I should be able to select it like that. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't enter the wrong thing. I need you to take a look at this and note that I now need you to update that so I don't enter the models manually and that I just select from a dropdown like I do with the other ones, and note that I'm getting a 400 error on incorrect model ID, so something is wrong there. But just adjust the approach for the UI bench so that it's a dropdown instead of me entering in an input box. Review and update accordingly. Run npm run build and ship your updates once you're done. Kimi K3 is almost done redesigning the pricing page, and this actually looks like, I mean, this is decently fast. It's not horrible. What do you think about Google's dropped model today? Literally a non-event. I'm not going to make a video on Gemini 3.6 Flash. It's a, I mean, Google just another complete L. Am I using Whisper Flow? No, I'm using Bridge Voice. So that's one of the products in the BridgeMind ecosystem, is a voice to text tool. Harry said all my homies hate Gemini 3.6 Flash. I mean, they shouldn't even have dropped it. Like, I had a feeling. I mean, when they bumped the version like that, I mean, they made it faster, but it's literally a non-event. I use Soul for planning and Opus for execution. Do you think this is a good workflow? If it isn't, what can I use or improve on? I mean, a lot of people do the exact opposite. They actually use Opus for the planning and then Codex for the execution, believe it or not. That's what I hear more, honestly. I'm a little bit more of, I don't know. I think that the more that you can get Opus out of your workflow, if you can afford Fable, I would use Fable. What voice model do I use for Bridge Voice? I use a couple. I use Parakeet V4 for the local model, and then I use Whisper V3 for the cloud models. No, nobody's told me I look like Christian Bale, but I get the Tom Holland thing a lot. Tom Holland is usually what people say. Tom Holland. All right, let's see what Kimi K3 produces here. Yeah, let's knock out some push-ups too. Good old Opus 4.8, yeah. I blew a reset at 1%, and like 1 hour later, they did an update and reset it again. I have all the luck. Oh, wait, for Matt, for what? Is it for Codex? Because you can store them with Codex. Peter said you can't buy K3. Yeah, literally, it's sold out. I've got a $200 Kimi subscription. I will be selling this. Anybody in the chat want to buy it for me? I'm selling it. Let's do a quick auction starting at 1,000 A1, 1,000 A1. Selling compute. Kimi K3, $1,000. Anyone? Let me know in the chat. All right, let's bust out a 30 bomb though. $7, best I can do. We have 2,000 in the chat. Do I have 3,000 in the chat? Guys, I've been taking the fitness much more seriously. Is it possible to get a certain pool of free API for web app as daily limits for users? Or do I have to subsidize? I don't think that you should be subsidizing. How do you earn money for coding random apps? Do you sell them like on any website? And if yes, can I know at least where do I sell? Explain. So first of all, you can go check it out at bridgemind.ai. But yes, like right now, kind of the meta, so to speak, with vibe coding is you build like a web app or a micro SaaS app, and people do very well. Like I said, you know, I've got a buddy, he is a pilot, right? Like he's literally a pilot, like he flies planes, right? And he makes $3,000 a month from an app that he doesn't even market. Like he just made it, he put it on the App Store, and boom, $3,000 a month. Now, he made a couple different apps to get there, right? So he made a couple different apps to get to that point. Whoa, this one launched 13 agents. Fable 5 is just like, yeah, let's just let it rip. 13 agents, all right. Splitfire said he wants to get a pilot license eventually. That's cool. Yeah, you have to, I mean, I think that to get your initial license, it's actually like, I'm speaking out of my depth here, but I don't think it's like too hard. I remember him telling me about it and he said it wasn't too hard. The hardest part is actually getting to the airlines. I mean, that's one thing. It's like with a lot of the people that I grew up with, I'm 24 years old, which is relatively young. Anybody that is like, you know, hey, if you're like 18 years old, you probably just need to realize like how young you actually are, right? Because, you know, the way that it works is like, if you do anything right now, like starting today, and you just do it and you stick with it, here's the results from Kimi K3, by the way, you will be successful. Like I am a huge believer in, like, I do look at a couple other people that are have like communities and stuff in like tech and whatnot, and I do kind of look at it not to compare myself, but I look at it because I was actually curious recently. I was like, I wonder how old some of these people that have these, like, you know, AI communities or just tech communities and stuff. I was like, I wonder how old they are. And they're like in their 30s and stuff. And I was like, whoa, like these guys are in their 30s. And there is some element of like, okay, here's Kimi K3. All right, what do you guys think about Kimi K3's work here? What do you think here? So this is what Kimi K3 did. Penguin said 18 years old here. I just keep building. Just keep going, dude, because like if you keep doing it, you're going to get better and you're finally going to get something that does work out. I literally promise you. It's what happened to me. So that's why I say that. It's like sometimes you do need to put it into perspective a little bit about just like if you are on the younger side, don't waste your time. Okay, don't fall into the trap of like, okay, so on the right is Opus 4.8, I think. And then on the left is Kimi K3. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a, all right, let's do a poll. Okay, let's do a poll. We're gonna do a poll. Also, guys, we've got 576 likes. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. But let's see this here. Let me get the music turned on. Sorry. All right. Let's do a poll. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is like Fable on the right. I think that Google is using Gemini 3.6 Flash to update their UI because there we go. All right, guys, which did better? I just made a poll. Okay, on the left here. Okay, this is Kimi on the left. Close out of this. All right, this is Kimi. And then on the right is Opus 4.8. A lot of people like Kimi. Oh yeah, here's the same size. 1 subscription, the whole ecosystem. Honestly, I do prefer Kimi on this. The font, though, is a little bit weird. Johnny said Fable is weird right now. What about Fable? Splitfire said they have like 2 differences. I mean, it made more content at the top here. Every BridgeBench tool under one plan. Ship at speed of thought. Cancel anytime. I want you to make more of a substantial change. Launch 2 agents in a swarm and update accordingly. All right, shipped successfully. Let's see if GPT 5.6 was able to fix this in BridgeBench. All right. Okay, let's see if this is fixed. So right here, let's just do like Fable 5, for example. And then we'll just do the lava lamp. And let's start the run. And let's see what it does. This was GPT 5.6. Oh my gosh, let's go. It finally says generating for the first freaking time, finally. This is actually a much bigger deal than you guys may think. That has been such an annoying bug. How much is my AI bill? It's under $1,000 a month now. It's about $800 a month. All right, it's generating. We'll see what it does. I think that we're gonna. The AI space is gonna slow down a little bit, guys. We'll see what happens, but if I had to make a prediction, I think that we're going to go into a little bit of a slowdown. Giga Cat said going nature maxing right now. How long will you be live? I'm probably going to go nature maxing here soon myself, but I'll be live for a little bit longer. Man, YouTube's new UI is rough. All right, let's see if this works. Generating. I mean, it'll take a while for this to work. Kimi looks better, but also screams AI more. What's the bomb for? So over here, the bomb is a countdown. We're just doing like a sprint right now, basically. And the sprint is, we actually just had like a lot of progress on it because we're trying to make it so that on BridgeBench, which is a popular benchmark, okay, and one of the most popular things, okay, it's streaming. Thank goodness. It looks like this is finally working. Let's go. So one of the very popular things on BridgeBench is like if I go to, I mean, this is a good example of it too. Like people do these things where it'll be split like this, okay? Where you can basically see the results of these agents and see them in, it'll be, I don't know, just like split screens, right? And this is a good example of it. But I did this on BridgeBench V2 and it's very popular, okay? So for example, if I go to this one here, hey, this got 63,000 views on X. Let's find another one. There's other ones that do better. The new X algorithm, I do not like it, by the way. This one got 198,000 views. The new X algorithm, just so you guys know, somebody said, tell us about your first YouTube money. I barely make any money off of YouTube. Just so you guys know, YouTube is not a good way to make money. So like, for example, I make $20,900 a month off of Stripe subscriptions. I make $1,200 a month off of YouTube, you know, but that's what we're trying to do. Please make the text that says the name of the model larger on the comparison split screen videos. Okay, I will, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, I even saw that, Mark. I saw that you reposted one of them and it got like, it did pretty well, dude. Where do most of your clients come from? Literally just like X and YouTube. So, you know, the way I look at it is it's like, hey, I don't make a lot of money from like doing content and whatnot, but the thing is, it's a fantastic way to be able to market anything that you're doing. All right, let's see if this is okay. Wow. So this, we actually finally did get our first successful run. That is amazing. Okay. Now what I do want to see is, so look at this. So this is actually huge progress here, guys. So one published result. Let's see if we can run another one as well, but let's just refresh. I would be very happy if we can get this working. Let's do another. Let's do Opus 4.8 now, and we'll do another one. I thought I asked for it to put it in the header, though, too. Let's go back over here. Okay, great work. Now, we do need a page where these will actually be pulled from the database and render in. Do we already have a page for this? If so, say yes or no. Do you see Opus 5 being the same or better than Fable? I think that it's going to be close. I think that it's possible. That I don't think it would be like the craziest thing in the world to have a model that's literally better than Fable 5. If Opus 5 was better than Fable, I think that would be great. I don't think that it's going to be better, to be honest with you. But we've had bigger surprises in the past. How long have they been cooking Opus 5 is the question. Sonnet 5 was terrible, which isn't a great sign. It's just like, I think that in order to get really big leaps, you know, I've been in this space now for 4 years, ever since I was 20 years old. So I've kind of grown up in the space, I would say. I'm 24 years old now. And, you know, vibe coding and AI in general changed my life completely. I was on the course of just like going to school, getting a corporate job, and working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I didn't want to do that. And AI has literally, it is a great equalizer, okay? So if you are watching the stream right now, and literally the meta, like if I can give you guys advice of like how to make money on the internet 101 so that you don't have to work a job. Okay, there is a page for it. UI Bench is the page. Let's check this out. Like the best meta that I can give you guys after the experience that I've had is I wish that I started posting on social media sooner than I did and started being consistent with it more than I did initially. Because if I was consistent with it when I was like 20, it would have been a lot different, okay? And I've been consistent with it now for about a year, and it's been a huge success, right? So really, you do need to be posting on social media. You have to be posting on X, and you know, too many people, they make excuses for not starting today. You have to start today. I can give you guys a couple tips and stuff to do that, to actually become relevant and stuff on social media. After all the time that I've spent doing this, I do understand the social media algorithms very well. Honestly, I think that I may be better than, I probably am better at understanding social media marketing. I don't know. Like, what I'm good at is I'm good at social media marketing and I'm good at vibe coding. And like those two things together have been a really good mix. But I've learned over time how to get better. But I can help you guys if you want to, you know, learn that. I can help you guys if you have any questions. Just ask. Okay, great work. Now I need you to note that we need to update the design so that instead of it just showing it needs to actually render in the output on the page so that I can see it in like an iframe, and I need to be able to click on this and view it in an iframe. Would you review this page and review the API endpoint and build the functionality to do this? Okay. Comet is very, like, as a browser, Comet can really struggle on some things, guys. Like, my Comet is just like totally frozen right now. So annoying. There we go. How do I find clients? So that's my point with like social media marketing is like, you know, you guys can go back and it's like, I didn't start with like a big X following or anything. I started a year ago. I started doing this and I built it up from the ground up. Test Gemini 3.6 Flash. We can do some more tests for Gemini 3.6 Flash if you want me to, guys. We can go back over to anti-gravity. I'm not super impressed with what I've seen so far. Let's just do this. I want you to create a React Native website, or no, sorry, not React Native, not a website, React. Let's do Next.js website that is a remake of BridgeMind.ai that uses ShadCN and has incredible animations. I actually just want you to build a website for this, but I want you to write the system prompt and create the plan for it. I just want to create a new website for it, but I want you to create the system prompt for it and the plan for it. AV said, I'm willing to bet 90% of your customers come from your live streaming. I wouldn't say 90%. I think that more honestly come from X. I need to do a better job on X. The X platform is so big now. I need to figure out how to do a better job on that. How many subscriptions do I have? I have a decent amount. Why don't I track it? I mean, I do track it. I have data on it. Okay, just create a system prompt. Okay, here's our system prompt. I mean, the model is insanely fast. I've never seen a model this fast. Okay, great work. I now want you to build it. Let's see what kind of website Gemini 3.6 Flash makes. What do you mean YouTube automations? Is Kimi K3 better than Qwen 3.8 Max after Qwen's last improvement? I'm gonna do a Qwen 3.8 Max review video. I actually didn't know that it was available in coding plans until now, so I've been testing it a bit today. So far, what I've seen, I would say that Qwen 3.8 is better than Kimi K3 in terms of like, first of all, the usage that you get with the model currently is absolutely incredible. It's also much faster than Kimi K3 and much more reliable. Kimi K3 is probably a little bit better overall. We'll have to see what the benchmarks say. But from what I've seen so far, it does seem like Kimi K3 is better. But it's so slow that it makes it very hard to use. Oh, so somebody said, so what about the YouTube automations? As people say, you can earn 20K something. I don't do YouTube automations personally, so I can't really advise you on that. I don't do those. I don't make money from YouTube. I mean, I make like $1,000 a month, $1,200, I think. But like, you know, when you guys are thinking about, oh, I want to make money off the internet, you have to start building up a platform, whether it's based around you as an individual builder, or whether it's based around your brand that you're trying to build, or whatever you're trying to do. Really, the best advice that I can give you is you really need to understand what people care about and what people are searching on the internet. Keywords are so important. I got a little bit lucky because when I was 19 years old, I worked at this startup that was an Amazon consulting startup, okay? And basically what the startup did, it would help people optimize their Amazon listings. And one of the things that I learned at that company is I did learn, wow, Gemini 3.6 Flash is insanely fast. We already have a fully built website in what was that, a minute? 90 seconds? Let's see how it looks though. Oh my gosh, this is like the Sloppinator 5000. You know what's crazy though, is that this is actually better than GPT-5. So this is what Gemini 3.6 Flash just created, okay? I mean, you guys can probably see the problems with it that I see, right? It's not a great model. But in terms of like the speed, I mean, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, the purple gradients and everything, it's not good. All right, let's focus in. Look at Fable. Fable literally said, let me token max real quick and create an entire team on this. It said that it fixed everything. Did you get all of this shipped? Make sure that you get all of this shipped, please. Yeah. That is so bad. So, I mean, like, Gemini 3.6 Flash, not great. Somebody said that they want to hear the full story of how I got started. Yeah, so I mean, just like kind of what I was saying is just, you know, I have never wanted to be a content creator. And even now, especially like as things have gotten bigger, I'm like very open about it. Like the thing that I'm passionate about is I'm passionate about building. Okay. So I just have totally fell in love with vibe coding and I know what's needed, right? And that's my point to all of you guys. Like, so somebody said, if you're starting today, what would you do? Like, that's what I want to help you guys see is it's like, if you're not posting on social media and you're not like consistent with it, and you're not like, you may as well just like stop now, to be honest. Like, if you're not marketing your product and not like at least moving, like you should be moving forward in building things, and then at the same time you should worry about moving your community or building a community or like building an audience or building a brand. Because if your product fails, you can then still fall back on that community or fall back on that brand that you've created, right? That whether it's a personal brand, like it doesn't matter what product Mark Lau makes. He's freaking Mark Lau. You guys know what I mean? Like that guy is gonna be successful no matter what he does. And some of the things that he does are gonna be more successful than others. But the guy's probably just gonna be a huge success in general because he did a great job in building a personal brand. So, like, what would you have to ask yourself the question, what would you rather have? Would you rather have 10,000 followers on X and be building like a really good brand and like be moving your personal brand forward? Or would you rather have 10K in MRR right now with no brand? Well, you could argue that you could probably build a brand around your 10K MRR because of the success, right? And teach people or whatever. But I would say that you would rather have that brand. Like you would rather have that marketing because you can take that marketing wherever you want. You know, the first thing that I started working on with BridgeMind was I started working on like a goal app, right? And the goal app ended up going nowhere. We do have the output from Kimi K3 here, guys. Let's see what we have here from Kimi K3. All right, here's the output from Kimi K3. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's... Are you running local models? I am not, no. Peter said, what are good websites and platforms to market your product on? That's a great question. So Reddit is a great way to get like kickstarted, right? Just making a Reddit post in like a very niche forum, right? That's probably smart. And then once you get that, like you should probably be posting on X and stuff. X is huge. YouTube is huge. TikTok, I'm not as skilled in TikTok. Got extra Kimi account with a sub to give, so I can sub. I told you guys I'm selling my Kimi sub for 2,000 right now. The bid's up to 2,000, so if anybody wants it. Code and Scrubs, yeah, I see your messages. Oh man, 99% of my session limit is hit. Oh jeez. See, this is the problem with Claude Code. Why is it launching so many freaking agents? Why did it just launch 30 agents? I have never seen Claude Code do this. Do you guys see this? Why did it just launch 30 agents for no reason? I didn't even ask it to do that. That's so annoying. I need you to write a handoff prompt for GPT to pick up where you left off. I think they added something to the system prompt to friggin' launch a bunch of sub agents to max your usage. That's so annoying. All right, let's switch over to Codex now. It's annoying. I hate when Fable does that because I definitely cannot afford that many sub-agents. 30 sub-agents? Why 30, though? Like, I mean, I know that we love the 30 bombs. I mean, maybe this is a way that Fable is maybe trying to tell us that we need to do a 30 bomb. I mean, that probably is it, right, Chad? I mean, I think Fable's telling us something, guys. It was trying to launch 30 agents because we haven't done enough 30 bombs today. That seems like the only reason. I mean, seems like the only explanation. Let's drop a 30 bomb, chat. Let's go. All right, let's go. Thomas said he just came back from a run at a calisthenics session. Let's go, dude. Guys, I was in the gym the other day, and I was doing, if you guys know, like, where you take, like, a cable, basically, and you go like this, you know? In my shoulder, it wasn't that, it clicked out of its socket, you know what I mean? And I was like, it literally hurts so bad. So my shoulder's been bugging me a little bit. but I literally went like this and it like you know what I mean? It like clicked out and I was like, oh, not good. Justin, what's up? This is the way, let's go. Somebody says they want the Kimi sub. All right, this agent, this one's very important right here. Because as soon as this releases, yeah, this right here, I want to see, this is the BridgeBench design. And once we get this, we actually made a lot of progress on this. I'm pretty sure what we're trying to do, I'll just show it to you guys. It's UI design, I think. Oh, here it is. Oh, nice. All right, so here is where it needs to go. And right on this page, it needs to render in those UI designs. Cable said, just know you got people doing push-ups with you. Let's go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Folk Valley, I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Use shoulder tape or shoulder sleeves? I will. Cable lateral raises. I'm at 36 kilograms per side, but stuck there forever. Can barely get more reps, and it's my best body part. That's a ton. 36 kilograms. Honestly, I don't know what that converts to pounds. Isn't kilograms are less than pounds, right? That's insane then, is it not? Isn't a kilogram? I'm from America, so this thing called pounds, I don't know. We literally had one system that was working just fine for everybody. And of course, America was like, nah, inches and feet. It's 80 pounds? Dude, you are a monster. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, 2.2 pounds is a kilogram. Okay, yeah, that is insane, dude. 80 pounds? That's nuts. Jeez, what is Fable doing here? So annoying. I'm just gonna copy all this, honestly. I'm just gonna copy the entire terminal. Or hold on, here's what I'll do. I'll just use Codex to create a... Let's go. Hold on. I'd rather just copy it. I need you to review the status of this terminal and note that we need to get these fixes fully shipped. But first, I need you to review the changes that have been made and figure out what is left to do and then help me get this shipped and fixed. Yeah, somebody said my Fable shot. Yeah, this one's weird right now. I don't know what's going on either. But definitely, my Fable basically just launched like a bunch of sub-agents. I don't know what's going on here. All right, about to run out of time on this, but we made a ton of progress. All right, nice. Ton of progress made. Yeah, Johnny Sass said launches 97 agents for a simple research task. Exactly, dude. Okay, Tech with Ray said, dude, you will love my Zelos app. Work in progress, but it's a workout app. I have it in test flight right now. Struggling to get more exposure to it. Any ideas? X, Reddit. I think, first of all, I think both. I would get involved with the BridgeMine community. I think that, first of all, is going to be a fantastic way for you to get anything launched or to get initial users. Like, if you're sharing your projects and stuff, it is totally good. Like, if you're in the Discord, right, and you're sharing what you're working on with other people, that is a very quick way to get, like, initial reviews for your product. It's a great way to get initial users that are testing your product. So if you're not already taking advantage of the community, there's a link in the chat. I would highly recommend that you do join the BridgeMine Discord community, okay? So that's number one. Number two is that I do recommend that you post on Reddit. And I also recommend that you get an X account. Now, like, I want you guys to know, like, this is just ingrain this in your brain, okay? When you start posting on social media, you will have zero traction whatsoever, okay? Like, there will literally, it will be a complete failure, okay? And you will feel, unless you get, like, super lucky, I don't know, which can happen. But when I started, okay, the first streams that I had, all my X posts, okay, when I was posting on X, I mean, I can literally go back, you know, somebody was asking me, like, I want to hear about your, you know, how you started. It's like, look at this, guys. Let me just pull up my analytics and I'll just show it to you. So this is the past 2 weeks on X, okay? I've got 8 million impressions, right? 8 million impressions on X over 2 weeks. If we go back a year, okay? Like, I was posting on X this whole time. Look at this. I was making, do you guys see the impressions? I was making posts. And like, how long did I do it for? 6 months, basically. So I basically did it for 6 months before I started getting any traction on X. You know, and it's like, I really think that you guys should know, it's like, you should be in it for the long game. Having a reel that gets 500 likes is pretty good. That's good. What's the spike? You'll just start to like gain traction. Tyler looks at, is Hello World a good first X post? Well, here's the strategy with anything related to social media marketing, okay? I've shared this before, okay? But I will just like keep trying to ingrain it in your guys' brains because it's very, very important, okay? If you're talking about like trying to be successful on social media, it really comes down to a couple simple things. Number one is what is your niche? Number two is like, what are people interested in that niche? Number three is, what are the keywords that are popular in that niche? What are the trending topics in the niche? Let me just zoom in on this. Like, you guys really need to understand this, okay? What is your niche? What are the people interested in that niche? What are the keywords that are popular in that niche? And what are the trending topics in that niche? And every niche is different, but it's also the exact same, that there are keywords, there are trending topics, and there are things that people are interested in. And really, like, what you need to figure out, somebody asked if I'm on gear. No, I've never done steroids in my life. I've been working out since I was like 14. I had older brothers and they all got me into the gym early. So I got a little bit lucky just in terms of, you know, getting in early. But I started working out when I was like 14. But like, really, I want you guys to know that like, you have to start figuring out like, how do I intertwine what I'm doing with things that people are actually interested in? Okay, let's go. All right, guys, we actually did get this working. Now the prompt here does not work well. Okay, do you guys see this output? This one said disqualified provider error. Am I out of open router credit? Let's see real quick. This is big progress though, because we're getting back to where we were at with BridgeBench V2, but this is going to be a lot different. So this here, I want to see the output. I want to see details. Oh wow, this looks really nice. Just in terms of like having the time that it took, the cost, tokens in, tokens out. I would love to see the actual code though. The output is complete garbage, but I think that's a prompt issue. Okay, great work. In the UI, would you allow users to be able to copy the output, like the HTML from the model so that they can see it for themselves and test it for themselves? Review and add this as an option and a button in the front end. All right, we'll have to optimize that a little bit more. That's big. That's good progress there. Okay, so Tech with Ray said, another question right now. I have this Tech with Ray channel with around 7,000 subs focused on computer builds, but I want to get into the AI and more software specs. Do you recommend a new channel or rebrand? Let me just look at your channel real quick and I can give you a recommendation. I would recommend you start a new channel. Yeah, so this is actually a good question from him. So this is just like a marketing related thing. But so he's saying this, hey, this is my channel, right? So it would not make sense for you to start making a bunch of AI content. Yes, you would start at 6,800 subs, but I mean, what is this? Is anything on your channel related to AI? It's like computer builds, so I don't feel like it relates to AI. I would just start fresh because your audience isn't necessarily interested in that, right? So like for example, hey, if I'm making content of how to vibe code, probably not gonna put that on BridgeMind. BridgeMind is more like people are interested in like model reviews, right? They want to know like, you know, they want to see me test new models. They want to see me compare models to break down new model releases. I'm not gonna post like the contents on this channel specifically that are like, oh, this is how you vibe code. They're not gonna perform very well. So yeah, I would recommend starting a new channel because you're gonna get further with that than you would otherwise. But all right, guys, I do have some things that I need to do off stream, so I have to wrap up the stream here for the day. If you guys have enjoyed the stream, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to BridgeMind. I'll be hanging around the Discord a little bit more today, but I'm gonna go Nature Max a little bit, do some triathlon training, and then be back on a little bit later. But for Peep Discord, okay, I'll check it out. But I will see you guys in the future. I'll keep you updated on when the next stream is going to be, but appreciate it, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Let's go. See you guys. Whew. Sam, what do you need?